It's like, why do I still have to hit go live like 4 fucking times for a month? Give her about 5 minutes, let people get up in here. We're going to start on this first one. I want to start out with this one because this is one of the first ones I ever watched that started pushing me toward doing what I'm doing now on this channel. Because not only do I have grandkids, but I'm worried about their future in this fucking country and whether they're going to be allowed to walk down the streets safely or if they're going to have to worry about being harmed by a fucking person in uniform that is protected by qualified immunity. And they just keep coming up with every fucking bullshit reason to arrest us, tase us, shoot us, punch us in the face. You know, so I don't feel like if we don't change something, I do not feel like my grandkids are going to be in a fucking a free country, a world worth living in. I don't think they're going to be free to walk down the fucking sidewalk or go to a public pool or be in a parking lot on public property or on private property. Or, I mean, there's video evidence on top of video evidence. You're not safe inside your home. You're not safe on your own property. You're not safe in your car. You're not safe in public. You're not safe on the sidewalk. You're not safe on walking down the road. We're not safe. And I mean, we got to do something about this shit, y'all. All right, y'all. I do have limited time because of I don't have paid StreamYard, so I only have the 23 hours, free 20 hours a month, which I already used like 7 hours of yesterday. So in 2 minutes at 8:43 my time, I'm going to hit play on this video. And I'm not going to give much commentary on a couple of these because it's pretty much, you know, it was done perfect. But this here is from the civil rights lawyer. Great dude, great channel. Very explanatory on things. Lets us know who was in the right and who was in the wrong. Stuff like that. One more minute, which I may have fucked myself today. I don't know if anybody got a second notification or not, because I went live the first time and I had an echo and we couldn't figure out what it was. And we actually went live again. And what up, Road Warrior? Yeah, got work more. I know. Yeah, I was trying to come live sooner, man. I was having difficulties, not with the setting this up. I've got that down pat now. But I had a fucking echo from somewhere and couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. TV was muted. The headset was muted on the other thing. And I don't know. I should have just left him off the panel with what I should have done like I did last time. I don't know. Well, it's 8:43, so I'm going to hit play on this here video. We're going to check this out. This is about a dementia patient, and I've mentioned to y'all before that Walmart police act like Walmart is their own personal security. Now, remember the name of this officer in this video because we're going to see another video right after this of the same officer, okay?
You just put your hands behind your back, just like we asked.
Let's get this off.
It's simple.
This 66-year-old dementia patient loves to go shopping at Walmart with his wife. But on this occasion, he got separated from his wife and then absolutely mistreated in a disgusting manner by the employees at Walmart.
Store pause.
Shit.
You say that word.
Then the Walmart employees got their buddy cops involved. It went downhill very quickly from there.
What the fuck that got to do with
back behind the customer service desk and grabbed his
Well, that has
phone.
nothing to do with
She-
the
he
fucking
sounds like
time.
enough for
I'm sure
shoplifting
that
for me.
volume coming
His
out of it
attorney
like it
claims his
yesterday.
client was confused.
There's no effort to
Fuck,
leave
man.
Walmart.
I don't
There's no
fucking get it,
stealing
Diggs.
of beer.
I don't
He's
get it. Why
following
the shit I
all
always
of
gotta
the
fuck with?
directions of loss
I don't
prevention.
fucking
And
understand.
after seeing the surveillance video, he's now calling for the arresting officer to be charged.
Throw him to the ground. Watch ways down.
Watch
One,
ways down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The cops then wrongfully arrest him. They slam him onto the ground and they beat him, one cop punching him 6 times.
You're under arrest.
That's why I said no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not taking these off until you get outside the jail.
Oh,
You want me to put you in there, or do you want to get in there yourself?
Meanwhile, his wife is shopping in the store and has no idea.
They had asked for his license, and he knows what the license is for, but he doesn't know that's a license. He knows he got that to drive. That's probably about all he knows.
Even though the cops
Well,
later
shit has
realized
to be
this guy was an
the
innocent
first
dementia
thing,
patient, they and prosecutors tried to convict this innocent
All right,
man
buddy.
and cover up their misconduct. Unfortunately, this guy's lawyer discovered the truth, and now he's putting it out there. He provided me with all the evidence showing that they lied, and you can help by sharing this footage far and wide, because it's not over yet.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Rarely do I have the luxury of taking time off for lunch, and when I do, I just don't want to because there's so much to get done. That's why I love Factor, the sponsor of today's video. Factor delivers chef-crafted meals right to your door, no prep, no mess, just heat and eat. With Factor in the microwave, back to doing what I was doing. From keto every week with plant, so you get great food, they'll get whatever you want. My friends and family use my code because they love the food, but you can use it too. Use my link to get 50% off and free shipping from your first Factor box. You can click the link in the description or just use your phone to scan this QR code. Now let's get back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. If you followed for very long, you've seen that I've done quite a few videos that take place in Walmarts across the country. This particular incident occurred at a Walmart in Danville, Kentucky, which is not far from Lexington, Kentucky. Basically, it's a nice area. But whether nice area or not so nice area, the common theme from my Walmart videos is that though cops have to protect and serve on their police cruisers, when Walmart calls them, they will do whatever Walmart says. They will get your ID to trespass you, even if Walmart does not want you trespassed. You have this completely innocent 66-year-old man who is a dementia patient. With his particular condition, he likes to do the same things every day. One of those things is go to Walmart. Then at night, he gets to drink a few beers in his man cave. He likes to repeat the same things over and over and over again, and it's good for his dementia treatment. So he likes going to Walmart. He gets his own cart. He's got his own credit card, and he has an ID, but the doctors don't let him drive anymore, but he still has the ID in his wallet. On this particular day, his wife encountered some friends from church, and she apparently likes to talk. And as she's talking, her husband gets away from her, and he grabs a few things, and he decides that he's going to check out, which he has done before, I believe, because he does have his own credit card. So he goes to check out, and he has beer. Well, they go to card him, and that's when he doesn't understand basically what they're asking him for.
They had asked for his license, and he knows what the license is for, but he doesn't know that's a license. He knows he got that to drive. That's probably about all he knows.
And he's unable to pay for the beer. He doesn't quite understand what's going on, but the cashier takes the beer and takes the whole sale over to the customer service area. All the rest of his groceries are already bagged up. She leaves him in his cart there. She takes the beer and she puts it back behind the wall. Not quite understanding because she clearly didn't explain it to him. He walks over and grabs his beer again, and he continues to try to pay for it and finish the transaction. That's when a Walmart asset protection person who would not appear to somebody with dementia to be related to Walmart in any way stops him and then starts guiding him through the store. You can see on the surveillance footage that he's trying his best to do what this random guy is telling him to do. First, he tries to go to the left because that's where they usually check out, and that's where he would go to meet his wife. The asset guy tells him to go to the right, so he follows the guy's instructions and he goes to the right. Then the asset protection guy gets the cops involved.
Are either one of y'all able to help the AP guy real quick?
Yeah. You got a shoplifter?
Yeah, I'm down to walk out some beer.
Wonderful.
Now, why were the cops there? The reason that the cops were there is they were already there. They were called to a medical emergency. This lady was having a diabetic incident.
148.
Snowing and drone. I can't get her to say anything to me.
Hey, have you taken anything? Are you on any type of medicine? Huh? I need you to talk to me so we can figure out what's going on. Hello? Can you talk to me? Are you on any type of medicine that you're supposed to be taking? All she's doing is
Go ahead with it.
and moaning and groaning. All she's doing is moaning.
So there was no 911 call. The cops did not arrive for this incident. They were just standing around.
You guys must not be very busy right now. Well, we've got an overlap right now too. So really? Yeah, our second shift just came in. We come in at 2. So we've got a surplus of officers right now.
The asset protection guy who's wearing the plaid shirt, clearly he's doing everything he can to hang out with these cops. So he gets them involved, unfortunately, in his dealings with the clearly confused Mr. Hardwick.
Well, they refused him to sell on the beer, and he walked behind the service desk and grabbed it after they already put it back there and was just going to walk out with it again. And now he's not listening to me. He keeps trying to grab it. I don't know the reason behind why she didn't sell it to him. So I was trying to figure it out, but he wouldn't listen. So
Okay.
if you don't care, we can walk up here and try and talk to them, figure out what the deal is.
Let's go up here.
You did pay
No,
for it. They
go up there.
We're going to go try and figure out what the deal is, okay?
wouldn't open up.
She told you she wouldn't sell it to you. That's why I'm trying to figure out why she wouldn't.
So let's go up here.
There.
I'm with the Danville Police Department. We're going to go up here.
Come on. Okay, all right.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf. And he keeps
Sounds like enough for
grab it.
shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
Put that on here. Let me go try it.
No, you're not buying beer.
I'll carry it up here for you.
What is
And
the
we need to talk
problem
to
here?
them.
The fact that she refused you sale and you went and grabbed it anyway, and we're going to walk out the doors with it. That's the issue.
I'm going to go talk to her, and I tried to figure it out for you. You won't listen. Come on.
According to a statement that was later released by Chief Anthony Gray of the Danville Police Department, he wrote, Danville police officers were requested to assist Walmart loss prevention with an uncooperative and intoxicated shoplifter who had become agitated when Walmart refused to let him purchase 2 cases of alcohol and other merchandise.
Believe me, y'all, this is about to take a serious turn. It's already bad enough. The man has dementia. They wouldn't sell him his beer. They had no actual fucking reason not to sell him his beer. The man had the money to pay for his beer. He was trying to pay for his beer. They stopped him from paying for his beer because that's just what Walmart fucking does. But I got another video coming out for Walmart, and I'm not the only one that hates that fucking store because of the way they do the shit.
After a store employee placed the alcohol behind a register, the suspect walked behind the register and took possession of the unpaid alcohol and merchandise and attempted to leave the store. As Mr. Hardwick's attorney explained to the news media, both the surveillance footage and the body cam footage that was later released showed all of that to be a lie.
According to a citation, officers were flagged down by Walmart staff for Hardwick being under the influence and trying to steal beer while having the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from him. The citation also reads, Hardwick grabbed 2 cases of beer and then tried to leave the store.
You've seen this. There's no stealing of beer. He's not under the influence. There's no effort to leave Walmart. There's no effort to run with this. He's following all of the directions of loss prevention. He's not throwing his arms up in the air. He's not causing a scene.
Despite the fact that the ignorant police officer says, sounds like shoplifting to me.
See, he sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here and we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
Put that on here. Let me go.
Actually, the Kentucky shoplifting statute, 514.030, theft by unlawful taking or disposition, requires that a person unlawfully takes or exercises control over movable property of another with intent to deprive him or her thereof. The Walmart loss prevention officer admits that he had not passed any point of sale. In fact, he was only standing where he was because he was following the instructions of the loss prevention officer. He never attempted to leave the store.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything.
There's no evidence that he committed the crime of shoplifting or any other crime. But that didn't stop this gang of police officers from teaming up with these bullies at Walmart and doing what they did to Mr. Hardwick.
If you'll open us another CAD reference as shoplifter.
We'll take one hell of a turn around here, buddy.
Hello.
Hi. Store policy. You say that word.
Non-competence mentis, you know what I mean? He can't really.
Impaired.
Yes, he's impaired.
Okay.
And their training is.
And you all didn't feel comfortable selling it to him?
I did not.
Yes.
Then he walked back here. Where was it? It was like a car or something?
No, it was here.
Yeah.
She brought it
So
back
he
here.
walked back here, and I walked out of the cash office.
He needs to go. Yeah.
He came and grabbed me from the cash office, and he was walking from back here with it.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video all.
It doesn't appear there was any allegation or suggestion that this man was intoxicated until we have this medical expert cashier at Walmart provide her opinion that he was intoxicated. Despite the fact that these cops subsequently charged Mr. Hardwick with being intoxicated in public, he was taken to the hospital after all of this. His medical records indicate that there was no alcohol in his system at all, but rather that he was confused given the fact that he has dementia. And his wife can attest to the fact that he had not drank any alcohol. The body cam footage and the surveillance camera footage does not show anything consistent with this man being intoxicated or acting in an agitated manner whatsoever. He's actually very polite, calm, and slow moving throughout the entire ordeal. And even if he were intoxicated, we can look at the Kentucky statute criminalizing public intoxication. Here's what it says. 222.202 offenses of alcohol intoxication or drinking alcoholic beverages in a public place. A person is guilty of alcohol intoxication when he appears in a public place manifestly under the influence of alcohol to the degree that he may endanger himself or other persons or property or unreasonably annoy persons in his vicinity. Again, there's no evidence, even had he been intoxicated, that he committed that crime whatsoever. And the crazy thing is, even though they subsequently charged him with this statute, they never bothered to give him a breath alcohol test or even attempt to. They never bothered to get his blood alcohol content from the hospital afterwards. So they charged him with it, but they gathered no evidence that he was actually intoxicated because it didn't exist. But for some reason, these cops at this point decide that they are going to arrest him and do it in a very violent way, which is just sad in the context of a dementia patient. And it was only a couple videos ago, also in Kentucky, that there was another dementia patient with Alzheimer's being violently arrested. This seems to be a recurring and systemic problem.
Yeah.
He came and grabbed me from the cash office, and he was walking from back here with it. And then he wouldn't listen to a word.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Look down. Put them up. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Oh.
God damn.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now or you're going to get tased.
God damn, Chris. Oh,
There.
please.
I got him.
No, God damn, it hurts my hand. It hurts. No, God damn, it's my leg. Please quit, God damn it. Oh, God damn. Oh,
You good? Yep. Ready?
oh, please. Oh, God damn. What are you doing?
Why did the officers do that? Well, perhaps it's because their boss, the chief of police there at the Danville Police Department, supports this sort of thing. According to his press release, he said after being asked to place his hands behind his back, the suspect tensed up and refused to comply, and a short struggle ensued where the suspect was taken to the ground. An officer used strikes to the suspect's shoulder to gain suspect compliance, and the suspect was taken into custody. But as Mr. Hardwick's attorney explains, the video tells an entirely different statement. In fact, it says these officers used excessive force on this defenseless, helpless man.
As you can see, an officer reaches for his handcuffs to try to arrest Hardwick, but that's when things escalate.
He doesn't understand what's going on. Slam his face into the register. Attempt at a chokehold. Throw him to the ground. Watch while he's down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Danville police also stressed that John refused to be handcuffed and they had to force him to the ground.
He's leg whipped to the ground. There was an attempt at a chokehold. The officer used strikes to the suspect's shoulder to gain the suspect's compliance. I guess Chief Gray believes striking a 66-year-old man on the ground is appropriate.
They are supposed to be protectors of us, we the people.
You're under arrest.
Put him out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, go with him. They felt that he was impaired, so they refused the cell. They took it behind the wall and set it on the ground behind the wall. And he walked back there and grabbed it. So shoplifting, DOC, resisting, whatever you need. So. You're good. Sorry about that.
That's why I said no.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, just not did he pay for any of that stuff in there? Did he pay for it all already?
No.
Hey, Kathy. Purchase any of that?
So he did.
Okay.
But the abuse had really only just begun. They put handcuffs on him and they double locked him and tightened them. And throughout this entire ordeal, he's weeping basically and crying out that his wrists are hurting.
Please get this off here. It's hurting my hand.
We'll fix him out here. Let's go.
Please get this off of me, please.
What you had to drink?
Come on, it hurts my hand. What are you doing?
How much have you had to drink?
Please, it hurts, man. Please get this off here. It hurts. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Walking you to my car. Let's go.
Please get this off, buddy. What are you doing, man? This just hurt my hand. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts my hand. Please get this off here. Oh, it hurts. Oh, God, it hurts.
But the officers
Don't
think the
dare
whole thing
look
is
at an
funny.
employee
They
fucking
refuse to loosen his handcuffs whatsoever.
They'll call their private
Please get
security.
this off.
I'm not taking these off for you until you get into outside the jail.
Please off. Y'all hurt me.
You just put your hands behind your back, just like we asked.
Please get this off.
It's simple.
And Jake
Please
didn't
get this
know
off.
that little
It hurts
fucking
my hand, damn it.
dude with the glasses
God, what
was
is
standing
wrong
behind him
with
over by the
this?
truck now. That's the guy that was punching him laying on the
Please
floor at
get this
fucking
off.
Walmart.
What is this offer?
And like I said, we got another brand new video. It's not brand new video, but we got another video of the same officer coming up after
My
this.
girl's coming out here. Come on, I don't want to go out.
Sit down.
I got off.
Sit down.
Sit down.
God damn it. Please get this off. It hurts my hand. It hurts.
And instead of recognizing the obvious that this man had dementia, that he was confused, they repeatedly accuse him of being intoxicated and not just physically, but verbally abused this poor guy.
It hurts
Do you
my
want
hand.
me to put you in there, or do you want to get in there yourself?
get this off. It hurts my hand. Let's go. What are you doing? Oh, goddamn.
I'm gonna ask him how much he's had to drink today.
Hey,
How much you had to drink today?
get this off. It hurts my hand.
How much have you had to drink today?
Come on, this is hurting my hand. It seems it's getting off. Please get it off.
Sir, how much have you had to drink today?
My wife is in here.
I'm not asking about your wife.
Goddamn, let's get this
I'm
off.
asking
here.
about
This
how
is
much you
hurting my
had to
hand.
drink.
Oh, God, it hurts my hand.
Okay.
It hurts.
Will you double check his cuffs? Oh, we definitely didn't double lock them.
I think you did.
Oh, you think so?
I'm not sure.
Please, those off. It's hurting. Oh, it hurts my hand. Oh, it hurts.
Well, they're not meant to be. I can get a finger in there.
Oh, it hurts my hand.
I can get a finger in there. They're fine.
And these cops also do another egregious thing that you almost always see in these Walmart arrest videos. They get the arrestee's driver's license or ID, and then they provide it to the Walmart employees. What is the legal basis for arresting somebody, taking their ID, and then handing it over to some employee at Walmart who's not even wearing a Walmart uniform? I don't think there is one.
Do you have his ID?
Yeah, which one you want? I know it's fine. Has mine already on it.
Which one you want?
You know what? Jordan likes.
Damn, here today. It's gonna be one of those days. Looks like it. Been here since 2 o'clock. It's already.
It sure seems to me like Walmart has a hell of a lot more power than just a fucking a store. Y'all see what I'm saying, man? And I mean, every fucking video at Walmart is like this. And not only that, eventually I will probably show you guys another video on here where one of their delivery drivers, Walmart uses a third party delivery to bring your groceries to you when you order Walmart from Walmart online. Well, one of the drivers that works for that company that delivers for Walmart 5 to 6 days a week was sitting in the parking lot waiting for his next delivery order when a cop sat in the parking lot for 45 minutes watching him before they approached him and asked for his fucking ID. He said, "I work here." And I mean, he had done nothing. He had done absolutely nothing. This cop followed him from like blocks away from a bank to the Walmart parking lot. And because he sat there in the same spot he sits in every day in his car, waiting for a fucking order to come through his phone for him to go make some money. The cop sat in the parking lot for 45 minutes watching this man sit in his car. And this is the most ironic thing about it, y'all. The dude was sitting in his car watching these videos. He was watching these exact type of videos about bad fucking cops when a bad fucking cop came up and harassed him. I can't even make this shit up. What up, Nunya? Yep, Walmart uses cops like their own private fucking security, y'all. You just witnessed it. You just seen the police officer hand a man's ID, a man's personal fucking property, to a Walmart employee so that they could trespass him for having fucking dementia. Come on, man. Let's get back to it.
Shit hits the fan.
That's your fault.
Yeah, apparently.
And as they're standing outside laughing and joking with this Walmart guy, one of the cops says that he says his wife's in there, meaning inside the store. The Walmart guy sort of jokingly says, well, we could page her. And then collectively they decide, nah, we won't page this clearly confused 66-year-old guy's wife we have sitting in a police car outside the store. Disgusting.
Is he in there or is he already gone?
He's in here.
Just watching.
Well,
What's her name? I can page for her.
Well,
If not,
he's not very cooperative. He don't want to answer anything.
well, yeah.
He smelled it.
Well,
Smell
he
it
took the beer out of the car.
Yeah, I know. I got a little knot on the system.
I got a first aid kit, but I'm sure you'll be all right.
It's just a little scratch.
I'm just glad we stuck around as long as we
I'm
did.
glad he did too. 'Cause, I mean, he would have left with it, and I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to do about it. It don't matter either way. But
yeah,
he didn't need to be out. He didn't need to be out.
No.
So I'm glad. Yeah, if he's out here and hits somebody.
Well, he can get tucked away in jail.
Yeah. He said his wife's in there, so she may come looking for him. You say he's in jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that will work.
The arresting officer then calls whom I'm guessing is his supervisor, and he explains, well, we kind of beat up this older guy. Those are my words, of course.
So we go to hook him, and he starts resisting. So we had to take him to the ground. TJ delivered some straight strikes to his back area to try to get his hands because he tucked them under him. So, yeah, everybody's good. He's in custody. He's going to jail for AI, shoplifting, DOC, resisting. Some guy from Lancaster, some older guy from Lancaster.
And apparently some advice is given regarding covering their own asses. So the arresting officer then goes and tells the other officer that, well, we have to do a use of force report.
I talked to Doan also. He said just because we were in the middle of Walmart where we delivered, just to do a quick use of force packet, he said everything should be fine though.
But apparently, according to Mr. Hardwick's lawyer, that use of force report was either never done or never provided. And it's just sick how these cops, one of whom's an older guy, which is pretty rare. Usually it's just all young guys beating up old people. But here you have this, like, who knows how many years this guy has been a cop. And he's just going along with it. And they're laughing about basically beating up this 66-year-old guy with dementia. Again, disgusting.
When you all pushed him against the counter, all I could see was that computer, like, sliding closer to the edge.
Hold of him, and he took his left hand and was taking it away from him. He wouldn't get to it.
Yeah.
And when I grabbed his left hand, he was pulling back. Away.
Just go ahead and hip toss him to the ground.
Well, I started.
We want the link to come up and try to drop the channel link, buddy, because I don't have, I think I fucking left Nightbot over on the old Hillbilly Psycho. I got to go back in and switch it. Okay. Yeah, if I had Nightbot over here, it would have dropped your link when you did that, so I wasn't sure which one you was trying to do.
Still had hold of him. He said, "Go around," and we all started going that way, but I was still had
Sorry.
From what I understand, after they tried to take the guy to jail, the jail wouldn't accept him for obvious reasons. They end up having to take him to the hospital. Then, they discover, mighty fine police work. You just beat up and arrested a 66-year-old dementia patient while his wife was still shopping in the store. So did they do the right thing? No. They double down and they prosecute this poor innocent guy with dementia. They charge him with alcohol intoxication in a public place. We already went over that. He could not have committed that. They charged him with criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. Now let's look at that one. Could he have committed that? No. Kentucky statute 511.080, criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, says that a person is guilty of that charge when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in or upon premises. He didn't enter unlawfully.
Yeah, they couldn't use any kind of fucking trespassing charge there because he was never told to fucking leave. Because if he would have went past that bench where he was standing at, where the fucking Walmart employee led him to that bench, if he would have went past that bench, he was past the point of sale, and then it is officially shoplifting. But they went ahead and did the shoplifting because he went behind the counter to get it because he's a fucking grown-ass man that was trying to purchase fucking beer. He wasn't trying to steal any fucking thing. They refused to sell it to him because they're fucking douchebag Karens. And then every one of these motherfuckers, Walmart employees and fucking cops, both together, said this man smelt like alcohol and he was intoxicated. And even after taking him to the hospital and proving that he had not had any fucking alcohol that day, they still kept the same fucking charges, saying that he was in the fucking store drunk, and that's the reason they wouldn't sell him fucking alcohol. Covering Walmart's ass along with fucking cops.
Yeah, I can believe it.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
He didn't remain unlawfully because they never let him leave. He could not have committed that crime. They charged him with shoplifting. We already went over the reason he could not have committed that. And lastly, just to really make sure that this guy is put away forever, they charge him with resisting arrest. So let's look at that one. Kentucky Statute 520.090, resisting arrest. In order to be guilty under that statute, a person must be using or threatening to use physical force or violence against the peace officer or another. I mean, I know how police officers could charge somebody with false charges when they know that there's no probable cause to support their charges. But how did it get to the point to where the prosecution continued? Now, I talked to the lawyer who represented Mr. Hardwick on these charges. His name is Ephraim Helton. He's been practicing law in that area for a very long time. He could not believe what he discovered, and he made every effort to bring it to the attention of the prosecutors and the authorities that this innocent man with dementia is still being prosecuted and has a court date coming up. Well, the prosecutors just went on continuing to prosecute this man. In fact, just a few days before the court date, the assistant prosecutor sends the lawyer a plea offer. She says, my offer on his case is as follows. This is what she wants this dementia patient to plead guilty to. Alcohol intoxication, $25 fine. Criminal trespassing, 3rd degree, dismissed or merged. Then on the shoplifting, he pleads guilty and he gets 30 days probated, 1 year on the condition no further jailable offenses and not to be on Walmart property. So this man who did not shoplift has to plead guilty to that, and he can't go to Walmart anymore. Resisting arrest, which he didn't commit, 30 days probated concurrent. Failure to surrender revoked operator's license. Oh yeah, they even found one more charge to tack onto him because his wife or the doctors let him keep his old license so that he'd at least have something. I guess that's apparently illegal in Kentucky, and so they had to charge him with that. How nice of them. And they also charged him with no person shall have more than one operator's license. But this prosecutor was super nice. She's going to dismiss that just in the interest of justice. By the way, she has a T on the end of her name. I'm not related to her, and I'm glad that I'm not, because if I had a relative who was a prosecutor who was prosecuting this innocent man who should be protected, I would be absolutely ashamed of somebody like this individual. And you know what it took? You know what it finally took? The lawyer's threatening this in his emails. Look, dismiss this stuff or I'm going to the media. These idiots, these incompetent government employees, they don't listen, they don't do it because they're used to not being held accountable at all. So he goes to the news. It gets blasted out to the community. Uh-oh, the community is pissed. Next thing you know, what happens at the court date? Boom, charges dismissed with prejudice, which means they're never coming back. And obviously they shouldn't.
Today in Boyle County Court, all charges were dropped and the case dismissed. John's wife, Cindy Hardwick, was in the courtroom.
I can't believe it, and I give God the credit. My God is a big God. And I prayed this morning, it's all in your will, Lord, and I know you'll take care of it. And he has.
So here we are. The charges are dismissed. There needs to be a lawsuit, and I think there is going to be one now. But there needs to be more than that. As his lawyer is arguing for, dismissing the charges is not enough. Paying out in a lawsuit is not enough. They need to be fired and prosecuted. But at the very least, they need to be fired. So I have taken all the information that the lawyer gave to me, and I've laid it out here to you as best as I can. Now it's your job to take and share this footage, share this information so that they don't get away with this. Not in this case, not in any other case, because they don't care about charges being dismissed. They don't even care about lawsuits. What they do care about is the public learning the truth. So share away. And there's a lot here, and I'm definitely.
Yes, sir, y'all. This is the civil rights lawyer. Make sure I got him out there.
On September 23rd, 2021, Goode was driving to work.
Why ain't it doing what it's supposed to do? Damn it, man. Quit fucking with me.
And see,
I'm doing this shit on my Xbox. I can't get it to work on the laptop. I got to do it through my Xbox. But I got a whole list made up for this. I went through, made a playlist to cop reaction videos. See,
Yeah.
but then as soon as I click on it, it starts playing it, and then I got to pause it and get over here to the list and find where I was trying to get, because there's 2 update videos to that. The one we just watched, but I want to cover them first. Okay, there's there's the mayor's response. We'll keep these small so it don't give us so much trouble.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Nobody cares.
Right.
He was trying to shoplift alcohol from Walmart. We believe him to be intoxicated. Wife says he also may have some dementia.
What's your name? Godby. Please get it off. It hurts. It hurts my fingers.
That cop right there. That's the cop that was punching this old man. And that's the one you got to remember. Because we're going to see him as soon as we get done with this story. We're going to see him again in a whole nother story.
Okay, remember Four Eyes. Okay.
Yep. And he's going to be doing the same shit here in a minute to somebody else.
Almost a week ago, I posted the video about the 66-year-old dementia patient who was falsely arrested at Walmart in Danville, Kentucky.
He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf.
Sounds like enough for shoplifting for me.
You just put your hands behind your back, just like we asked.
Let's get this off.
It's simple.
And then prosecuted before his lawyer got involved and got the charges dropped and their cover-up exposed. I have some updates for you. There was a city council meeting. The mayor spoke about it. The chief of police spoke about it. And now I've received a ton of new information from his lawyer, including the body cam footage of everything that happened at the hospital.
Figure out that he shoplifted, so at that point we take him into custody.
He wasn't actually shoplifting.
When that gets to court, they'll probably dismiss it all and you'll never hear anything. She's like, so I have to take him to court where he's not even under. Yeah, sorry.
Everything just looks so much worse. Spoiler alert, the mayor doesn't care. The chief doesn't care. The only ones who are going to care, that's us.
No shit, obviously.
Well, last night, the Danville mayor publicly commented on the situation for the first time.
The Danville Police Department consists of both highly trained and certified officers. We, the commission, and I have confidence in and rely on that training. This incident is complicated, and a full understanding goes beyond sound bites and short video snippets.
You can either go up here and we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
Put that on here. Let me go.
You're under arrest.
That's why I said no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not taking these off for you until you get into outside the jail.
It hurts. Do you want me to put you in there, or do you want to get in there yourself? And we will work to preserve and enhance the community's trust placed in the Danville Police Department. Our regular training and certifications reinforce the appropriate tools and tactics to protect our citizens.
Does it not count as their custody if he's in their chair?
Yes.
Welcome back to the channel. Out of the hundreds of videos that I've done, this one sort of got to me more than any other that I can recall. Many of us have had family members with dementia, and how awful was it to watch these police officers and these Walmart employees abused this poor man. He was confused. He was attempting to follow their directions, never attempted to leave the store, never attempted to steal anything, yet they arrested him. They violently abused him. They knew his wife was there, and they took him without even talking to his wife. And apparently what happened afterwards is they took him to the jail. We now know that the jail put him in a restraint chair and then decided that they would not accept him. So he had to be taken to the hospital to be medically cleared. And the new body cam footage that we have picks up there with these 2 officers, Godby and Ray. They still have Mr. Hardwick in handcuffs. He's still complaining that he's in pain from
Officer Godby. That's the dude with the glasses. That's the one we got to remember. Officer Godby. He has God in his name. Yeah, Godby.
No wonder this dude's an asshole.
Handcuffs.
He must
The
think
common
he's
theme
God.
that you see here is that they care nothing for this man. All they care about is themselves. Here, the
Yep.
officers are debating whether or not he should even be in their custody because the jail already took him and put him in some sort of torture chair. At this point, everything you see now, they've been told that this man has severe dementia. And you'll see that not only do they not care, they don't even believe it. They want so bad to believe that this is just a regular guy who was intoxicated, which would justify their actions, as opposed to the truth.
Well, and they can't refuse just because he won't blow into a PBT. Like that's not. We've had that fight with them forever. Like,
He's also in the chair.
yeah, once we take handcuffs off, he's not in our custody anymore.
What's your name? God, please get it off. It hurts. It hurts my fingers. Oh, golly, it hurts.
Coin Poker hosts monthly poker tournaments open to the community. No account verification
And by the way, that is Officer TJ Godby. That is the same police officer who was caught on video punching this man with dementia 6 times. Now, they lied about it before. They've lied about it since. But you can see it on the video. He punched him 6 times. The community has created a petition calling for Officer Godby to be fired. As of right now, it has 6,719 signatures. I signed, and if you think he should be fired, go sign that petition. Or keep watching and see what else Godby does, and then maybe you'll want to sign it.
Let's get these off. Oh, it hurts my fingers bad. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts bad. It's gonna cut me. You can get this off because there's no reason I'm doing this right now. This would be better if I could get this in the front. Please get this off. Oh, it hurts. Golly, it hurts.
I guess that hallway bit.
This hospital is packed and there's no room for him, so they basically just send him to a bed in the hallway. From the very moment that Mr. Hardwick was placed in handcuffs, he's been complaining to them that it hurts him. Finally, Officer Godby agrees to undo them and re-handcuff him in the front where it would be more comfortable for him. Hours later.
Have your seat, sir. Please get that off. I'll put him up front for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, look at that.
So you keep your finger in your hand. Hold up too. Don't, please.
Yep, we've got to put them back on.
Oh, it hurts. Golly, look at that.
As they're waiting for him to be seen, Officer Ray takes out his cell phone and he begins to text. I'm not sure exactly who he's texting. As you know, my eyes are not the best. In any event, he's texting with some other cop, probably a supervisor, about the situation. I took several screenshots of the text as this is happening, and the most fascinating of those is the revelation that Officer Ray is texting this likely supervisor and telling him that, yeah, he's confused, but he doesn't really buy the act. Shockingly, he was wrong.
All right, bud. My name's Joey. I'm one of the nurses here. I'll be back. There's only some vitals on you, okay, bud? Are you hurting anywhere? I don't need anything. I understand that, sir, but I need a few things from you. Heart rate, blood pressure, temp. Is that okay?
I need to take these off my knee.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, sir. But for right now, he does have to stay on. Are you hurting anywhere or anything? Put this on your finger. It's not going to be there long. So I'm going to take it as no. You're not having any pain, no complaints right now?
Did you, do you know the picture?
Put this on the arm over here. I'm just gonna feel your arm, okay? Make sure you don't have anything.
We're gonna do EKG.
Huh?
We're gonna do EKG. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Just a sec. Yes, sir. I'll get that off here in just a sec.
It goes inside the mouth.
All right, it's gonna squeeze you, okay, sir? We'll get a tip on you right here underneath your tongue. It just goes underneath your tongue. It's a tip probe. All right, bud. Sir, do you know how tall you are? Do you know how tall you are?
I'm fine.
How much do you weigh, sir?
I don't need where you get all this. I'm fine.
How much do you weigh, sir?
I'm just fine.
Okay. All right, look, we'll take all this stuff off as you asked. Just hang tight. Doctor will be able to see you here shortly, okay? If there ain't nothing going on, you tell him the same thing you told me. We'll get you out here lickety split, okay?
Okay.
You got contact with Amy or anything yet?
Loss prevention at Walmart spoke to wife on scene.
Okay.
She was en route to the jail, and then we got refused at the jail and brought here. So
hang tight, bud.
Wait, why is he there again? Supposedly this guy's intoxicated, right? The jail won't even accept him. What have we not heard mentioned? Alcohol, intoxication, doesn't even come up. Nobody mentions it. Nobody mentions smelling it. He doesn't appear to be intoxicated. They're just checking his vitals. Clearly, Mr. Hardwick doesn't know why he's there.
Looking stuff to buy something and y'all went crazy. You just nurse. I know y'all were wanting, but nothing's wrong with me then.
Hello there. Last name Hardwick. Okay.
One of the text messages that I was able to screenshot where they're discussing that Officer Ray is skeptical that this man has severe dementia. Officer Ray writes, well, he remembers us, quote, going crazy.
Looking stuff to buy something and y'all went crazy.
Well, you know, I bet that is one thing that dementia patients do remember. If they get beat up by a gang of police officers, punched 6 times, yeah, they remember that.
We are going to get an EKG on you. Is that okay?
I'm fine. I don't need anything.
Feel it, Mario.
he was trying to shoplift alcohol from Walmart.
Like I said, none of the medical personnel have mentioned alcohol. They're just checking his vitals. So Officer Ray then injects his opinion that he believes this man to be intoxicated. And oh yeah, his wife says he might have dementia.
We believe him to be intoxicated. Wife says he also may have some dementia.
What's your birthday, sir?
I don't need anything. I'm
I
fine.
understand, but you have to answer my questions to refuse. What's your birthday?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Sir, I need you to tell me your birthday.
Nothing.
Okay, then we're gonna do the EKG on you if you can't answer my questions, because I can't say you're medically clear to refuse treatment.
I don't understand to me why I'm off. I'm fine.
Okay, well, we're gonna do an EKG on you. She's gonna put stickers on your chest.
I don't miss that at all.
Let me set this bed up for you. If you don't mind to swing your legs up there for me.
Lay back here. Lay back.
Yeah, put your back
Put your
there
hand
and
up
put your legs up here.
Yeah, just like that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna lift up your shirt so we can put the stickers on it, okay?
He's already got discharged.
Well, we gotta put these stickers on.
He doesn't know what's going on. I found out you were here.
Now Mr. Hardwick's wife arrives. Officer Ray then tells Godby that he's going to follow her and speak with her about what had transpired at Walmart.
Sit still.
I'm gonna walk out and speak with her.
I've already been on there.
You gotta go through there. You can't go through there.
I can't be with my husband.
Not through these doors, hon. They ain't gotta let you back there.
Where?
What is it?
Hello, I'm Sergeant Ray. I'm one of the supervisors. I kind of fill you in a little bit what's going on. So we were at Walmart for an unrelated situation.
I saw you
Yeah.
pulled in.
As we were leaving, one of the Walmart associates ran out to us, said, "Hey, can you help loss prevention with something real quick?" Asset protection. They're mystery shoppers, I guess what people call them. So your husband was right there by the entrance. He had a cart with some groceries, some snacks, food, teas, and things like that.
Milk and muffins, and this is normal routine of what he gets.
And 2 cases of beer.
And his beer.
So they didn't feel comfortable serving him the beer for whatever reason.
Because he can't understand words.
So he's at customer service, so they take the beer and they walk it around back where they put all the returns. He then gets frustrated, walks behind the cash registers, behind the back, grabs the beer, starts to walk off. That's when loss prevention stops him. We get him to go back to customer service so we can try to figure out what's going on. Figure out that he shoplifted. So at that point, we take him into custody.
He wasn't actually shoplifting. Surely. He didn't walk out the door with the beer. He just wanted to buy his beer. I guarantee you wasn't shoplifting.
Listen to me. He walked behind a cash register where he's not supposed to be and was by the doors.
Oh, he went to the doors?
When loss prevention, so right there by the self-checkout, the main grocery entrance, not the pharmacy entrance, the main grocery entrance. When you walk in and make a left, like you're going to walk across the front of the store, there's a bench there.
Yes, that's where he sits, waits for me.
Yeah.
It's right in front of where he checks the wheel. He doesn't check out there.
Yeah.
He just goes to a cashier because he can't understand.
Right. So he was walking out past that bench when loss prevention.
Then I can't remember if the civil rights lawyer mentioned this, but since we just watched the first video right before this, we got fresh memory. The man did not walk to that bench by himself. He was led to that fucking bench by Walmart loss prevention. He was trying to buy his beer at the fucking register. They told him no. They put it in customer service. He went back in customer service and got it. Here came loss prevention to customer service and walked him to the fucking bench. But now this cop knows none of that because he didn't see none of that.
Nope.
But he's just saying he was already heading toward the door with the beer, which is just another fucking lie.
Yep.
Prevention stopped him.
Surprised.
And of course,
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you what it does. First of all,
This is what Sergeant Ray said. He was walking past that bench when loss protection stopped him. That is false. First of all, here's the bench that he's talking about. When Officer Ray first walks up to the scene, the loss protection guy has the boxes of Bud Light sitting on that bench. There's actually 2 benches there. The loss protection guy who works for Walmart told Officer Ray where he was standing right then and there, right next to those benches, was not past the point of sale. Quote, he had not stolen anything yet. That is what Walmart told Sergeant Ray.
I'm with the Danville Police Department. We're going to go up here.
Come on.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf.
See, he keeps, sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
Put that on here. Let me go.
And in fact, he was only standing there because the Walmart employee asked Mr. Hardwick to follow him to that spot. Mr. Hardwick was not headed to that spot at all. What Officer Ray is saying is false, and the asset protection guy did not even tell him that. In fact, he told him that he had not stolen anything yet. He had not passed yet the point of sale.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf.
Those benches were not past the point of sale. You can sit on those benches in a Walmart with something that you have not paid for yet. It is not a crime.
So,
I mean, no, it doesn't swap. Things that happen with LTD.
right. So then, when we try to take him into custody, he kind of, I want to say fought with us, but he was not real happy with us, which that's kind of where we're at. And then I spoke to loss prevention because I believe or you had spoke to him.
I did. He's Alex. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah. So I didn't know if you were still there with him or what was going on. And then we got him out to the jail, and the jail refused him because of his erratic behaviors. So that's why we're here.
Wait, why are we here again? Let's look to the police report. Godby then transported Hardwick to the Boyle County Detention Center. While at the Boyle County Detention Center, jail staff stated they could detect the odor of alcoholic beverage coming from Mr. Hardwick's person. Hardwick refused a PBT, a breath alcohol test, and was refused by jail staff. He made it all about alcohol in the report.
We got him out to the jail, and the jail refused him because of his erratic behaviors.
And is there any discussion with Mr. Hardwick's wife about alcohol, about her husband being intoxicated at Walmart? Not a bit of discussion. No. You haven't heard any? No. You won't hear any. But what else did he write in the report? Officer Godby transported Hardwick to the Ephraim McDowell Regional Medical Center for medical clearance. While at the hospital, Hardwick's wife arrived and spoke with the doctor. Hardwick's wife stated Hardwick is a binge drinker and that she should have been with Hardwick while they were inside of Walmart. That is what made it into the report out of this conversation. In other words, none of the relevant actual truth made it into the report. Lies alleging alcohol intoxication made it into the report, none of which you've seen on this body cam.
So,
is he going to be arrested? I mean, it's RTD.
It's
mental.
We probably won't take him to jail. We will probably still go ahead and cite him just because of the totality of the circumstances. Now, when that gets to court, they'll probably dismiss it all, and you'll never hear anything else.
Go to court and can't even comprehend what he's going to court for. I may not end up getting there. You may have to come to the house and get him.
I understand.
When I go to see a doctor now, I have to do it.
I understand. And you will be able to, I'm sure you can make arrangements, with the courts, and we will let them know also what's going on and that we spoke to you and his medical conditions and that sort of thing, and they can work something out with you, okay?
So how crazy is this? Sergeant Ray says one thing to his wife, not making allegations that he was drunk at Walmart. They're both on the same page, right? About him having severe dementia. But behind the scenes, Ray is scheming about how he can successfully prosecute her husband for being this drunk guy shoplifting in Walmart in order to cover his own ass and his buddy's ass because they just falsely arrested and beat up this man with severe dementia. So looking back at the report, everyone's on the same page, right? This guy has dementia. They're literally at the hospital. And as you'll see, they're forced to release him with his wife. Everybody's on board with that. Then they go write up the report. Is there any mention of dementia in this report? No. He had an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from him. He refused a PBT, and so the jail staff refused him. Then while at the hospital, the wife arrived, and the wife said that he's just a binge drinker. Her fault. She should have been with him while they were inside of Walmart because, of course, he's a binge drinker. That's it. And then it just says Hardwick was cited to court due to unrelated medical issues. Unrelated medical issues. They did everything they could not to mention anything about the dementia. And then the last line says it was an unrelated medical issue. And when the officer's trying to explain himself, again, they put one thing in the report and they say another thing to your face.
So wife's down here at the hospital. She's saying that he has an LTD. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's, she says that it's progressively gotten a little bit worse. She lets him go to Walmart because that's one of the few places that he'll actually go now. we're fine with releasing him to her. Talking to her, seeing him a little bit more. There may be something cognitively going on, but the way he was acting on scene and that sort of stuff, so. It is. It's really sad, and
She seems confident.
Yeah, she said that Walmart's one of the few places that he'll still go.
Yeah.
Which he won't go there anymore after what.
He's sort of apologizing at the end, and he's saying, "Well, we didn't know about the dementia. Sorry, we're going to help you in any way we can. Had we only known."
We try to help you all out a little bit, but our hands are also kind of tied. We hate it. We don't want to have to do those types of things, but we also didn't know. But I will let our dispatch know. It will go in our system that way. If anybody in Boyle County runs him, it will come back that he has dementia. Yeah, and I will also get your name and phone number and attach it there. That way they can call you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. No, it's okay. This is all things no one tells you. About. So unfortunately, it takes an event like this to get stuff rolling. So
by the way, anybody watching this, if you're wondering why the wife so calm, because she doesn't know that they beat her husband up while he was laying on the floor of Walmart yet. They didn't tell her that part either.
You expect them to?
Talk to the doctor. She's going to try to get you all processed and get you out of here. Okay. All right. All right. If you need anything, please give me a call. Okay.
Then he goes and writes a report, and the dementia is relegated to one line at the bottom that says Hardwick was cited to court due to unrelated medical issues. This is some real 1984 stuff right here. And as I showed you at the beginning, the mayor and the police chief, they don't care, but they should care because it will happen again, just like it's happened before. I have the personnel files now for these police officers, and this is not the only incident that you should hear about. More on that in the subsequent video. So subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. And if what you've seen here,
He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf.
in a Kentucky Walmart, an elderly man with dementia was mistreated by employees who callously mistook his confusion for attempted shoplifting and then called the police.
Sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours.
But the police were worse. Officer T.J. Godby punched this vulnerable man 6 times, which was caught on video.
God damn. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now or you're going to get tased.
God damn it, quit!
Behind you.
Oh!
There.
Please,
I got him.
No, God damn it hurts my hands. It hurts. No, God damn it's my leg. Please quit, God damn it.
And then he arrested him.
Please get this off, buddy. What are you doing, man? This just hurt my hand. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts my hand. Please get this off. It hurts my hand, damn it.
A lawsuit was filed, which I covered about a year ago. It's now been settled with the government claiming the high road here. But there's something that they're not telling you, and they cannot be allowed to cover it up and escape accountability.
Oh, but they will.
In January of last year, I told you about the disturbing arrest of John Hardwick in Danville, Kentucky. John was tragically diagnosed with dementia, but one of the things that helped him was going to Walmart with his wife.
We were at Walmart for an unrelated situation. Have you taken anything? Are you on any type of medicine?
It was something that helped because it was a good memory for him, just shopping with his wife, Cindy. The shopping trip started out well, with Cindy shopping as usual, and then John sort of went off on his own in the store to do his own shopping. It was good for him to retain even a small amount of independence, but things would go terribly wrong. Thanks at first to Walmart employees.
You guys must not be very busy right now.
Oh, we've got an overlap right now too. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, our second shift just came in. We come in at 2. So we've got a surplus of officers right now. As we were leaving, one of the Walmart associates ran out to us, said, "Hey, can you help loss prevention with something real quick.
So they refused him sale on the beer, and he walked behind the service desk and grabbed it after they already put it back there and was just going to walk out with it again. And now he's not listening to him. He keeps trying to grab it.
John wanted to buy some beer, which he was allowed to do, and he was certainly old enough, but because his driver's license had been taken away from him, he was unable to present his ID to the cashier. So they took the beer away from him and they put it on a restocking shelf in the customer service area.
He's at customer service, so they take the beer and they walk it around back where they put all the returns. He then gets frustrated, walks behind the cash registers, behind the back, grabs the beer, starts to walk off. That's when loss prevention stops him. Police department, we're going to go up here.
Come on. Okay, all right.
He's passed all points of sale.
He hasn't passed any yet. He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf. See, and he keeps
sounds like enough for shoplifting for me. So you can either go up here, we can figure out, or I can take you to jail. Choice is yours. We get him to go back to customer service so we can try to figure out what's going on. Figure out that he shoplifted. So at that point, we take him into custody.
He wasn't actually shoplifting. Surely. He didn't walk out the door with the beer. He just wanted to buy his beer. I guarantee you what shoplifted.
Due to his dementia, John didn't quite understand what was going on. And so he just went to the restocking shelf and retrieved the beer that he was trying to buy. He wasn't trying to steal the beer. He was trying to purchase it. And due to his dementia, he didn't quite understand exactly what was happening.
Listen to me. He walked behind a cash register where he's not supposed to be and was by the doors.
Oh, he went to the doors?
When loss prevention, so right there by the self-checkout, the main grocery entrance, not the pharmacy entrance, the main grocery entrance.
Okay.
When you walk in and make a left, like you're going to walk across the front of the store, there's a bench there.
Yes, that's where he sits, waits for me.
Yeah.
It's right in front of where he checks. Well, he doesn't check out there.
Yeah.
He just goes to a cashier because he can't understand.
Right. So he was walking out past that bench when loss prevention stopped him.
What is
And
the
we need to
problem
talk to
here?
them. The fact that she refused you sale and you went and grabbed it anyway and we're going to walk out the doors with it. That's the issue.
I'm going to go talk to her, and I tried to figure it out for you, but you won't listen.
According to a statement that was later released by Chief Anthony Gray of the Danville Police Department, he wrote, Danville police officers were requested to assist Walmart loss prevention with an uncooperative and intoxicated shoplifter who had become agitated when Walmart refused to let him purchase 2 cases of alcohol and other merchandise.
According to a citation, officers were flagged down by Walmart staff for Hardwick being under the influence and trying to steal beer while having the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from him. The citation also reads, Hardwick grabbed 2 cases of beer and then tried to leave the store.
You've seen this. There's no stealing of beer. He's not under the influence. There's no effort to leave Walmart. There's no effort to run with this. And he's following all of the directions of loss prevention.
What?
Hello.
Store policy.
Oh,
You
so
say
was
that
it?
word.
Non-compensated, you know what I mean? He can't really,
Impaired.
yes, he's impaired.
Okay.
And their training is.
And you all didn't feel comfortable selling it to him.
I did not.
Yes.
Then he
That's-
walked
That's a
back
legal
here.
right to
Where was it?
resist.
It was it like a
It
or
was,
something? I'm
no,
assuming?
it was here. She
Yeah.
brought it
So
back
he
here.
walked back here, and I walked out of the
Hook
cash
him.
office.
He needs to go. Yeah.
He came and grabbed me from the cash office, and he was walking from back here with it.
Officer TJ Godby arrived at the scene and thereafter treated John Hardwick not as someone deserving of kindness, empathy, and understanding, or someone who is clearly an older man who is confused, possibly suffering from dementia, but rather Officer Godby treated Mr. Hardwick like a criminal, actually worse than a criminal.
And then he wouldn't listen to a word
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Look down.
Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground.
Oh, God damn.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now or you're going to get tased.
God damn, Chris. Oh,
There.
please.
I got him.
No, God damn, it hurts my hand. It hurts. No, God damn, it's my leg. Please quit, God damn it. Oh, God damn. Oh,
You good?
oh, please. Oh, God damn. What are you doing?
So then, when we try to take him into custody, he kind of, I want to say fought with us, but he was not real happy with us.
Despite being aware that John's wife, Cindy, was still inside the store, the Danville police officers handcuffed John and threw him in the rear of the police car.
Please get this off on me, please.
How much you had to drink?
Come on, it hurts my hand. God, what is wrong with this? Please get this off.
Do you want me to put you in there, or do you want to get in there yourself?
Get this off. It hurts my hand. Let's go. What are you doing? Oh, goddamn.
Arresting him for allegedly attempting to steal the beer that John had actually attempted to purchase. They charge him with alcohol intoxication in a public place, criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. They charge him with resisting arrest. Under that statute, a person must be using or threatening to use physical force or violence against the peace officer or another.
So I didn't know if you were still there with him or what was going on. And then we got him out to the jail, and the jail refused him because of his erratic behavior.
The officers chose not to attempt to make contact with John's wife, even though John exhibited pretty much all of the signs of dementia that police officers should be trained to recognize.
Just watching.
Fucking retards.
Well,
What's her name? I can page for her.
Well,
If not,
he's not very cooperative. He don't want to answer anything.
well, yeah.
He smelled it.
Well,
Smell
they
of
took the
alcohol.
beer out of the car.
She may come looking for him and he stays in jail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that will work.
I've discussed these before in the context of traffic stops, but they are equally applicable to other types of interactions, including this one: confusion or disorientation, memory issues, difficulty communicating, impaired judgment or decision making, emotional or behavioral changes, difficulty with motor skills. Here, John Hardwick displayed most, if not all, of the signs that he was suffering from dementia. Yet the officers failed either to recognize them or to care about his well-being. Likewise, when they took John to the hospital staff also failed to treat John appropriately, apparently more concerned with assisting law enforcement in their misguided mission to arrest, incarcerate, and prosecute John Hardwick.
Where are you going? Go down there, damn it. Oh, please,
What's your name? God, please get it off. It hurts. It hurts my fingers. I don't need anything.
I understand, but you have to answer my questions to refuse. What's your birthday?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Sir, I need you to tell me your birthday.
Nothing.
Okay, then we're gonna do the EKG on you if you can't answer my questions, because I can't say you're medically cleared to refuse.
I don't understand the me why I'm off.
Okay, well, we're gonna do an EKG on you. She's gonna put stickers on your chest.
He was trying to shoplift alcohol from Walmart. We believe him to be intoxicated. Wife says he also may have some dementia.
Even after the officers were told that John suffered from dementia, their conversations and their text messages indicate that they didn't even believe it. Officer Ray writes, well, he remembers us, quote, going crazy. Well, I bet that is one thing that dementia patients do remember. If they get beat up by a gang of police officers, punched 6 times, yeah, they remember that. They even told John's wife, Cindy, that John was still going to be prosecuted, despite his medical and mental condition.
He doesn't know what's going on. How'd you get down here? I found out you were here.
Eventually, the criminal charges were dropped because they had to be, not because that's what the Danville Police Department wanted. Rather, a man with dementia attempting to purchase beer is just not the crime of attempting to shoplift beer. It's not. And the worst part about it is there was no accountability. Officer TJ Godby harmed and arrested an innocent man. Godby punched this elderly, confused man 6 times in Walmart. It was on video.
Our hands were also kind of tied in the situation. We hate it. We don't want to have to do those types of things, but we also didn't know. But I will let our dispatch know. It will go in our system. That way, if anybody in Boyle County runs him, it will come back that he has dementia. Yeah, and I will also get your name and phone number and attach it there. That way they can call you. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. No, it's okay. I mean, this is all things no one tells you about. So unfortunately, it takes an event like this to get stuff rolling. So I've talked to the doctor. She's going to try to get you all processed and get you out of here. Okay.
Yet he was not held accountable in any way. He was not fired. He was not prosecuted. Not surprisingly, this wasn't his only time beating up an elderly dementia patient. Yes, Officer Godbey also beat another elderly dementia patient, which I also covered in a separate video.
When you hear a phone call that your dad got beat up by cops and you see pictures afterwards and the cop admitted to you, I called him, Stimson Police Department. They connected with Mr. Officer Godbey, and he confirmed that he did use force because he thought my dad was on drink or on drugs.
That jail ain't going to take him. Not with all them injuries and all that blood. Yeah, getting cleared.
It's almost like there's a link between bad apple police officers who are not held accountable for doing bad things and more bad things than occurring to other innocent victims. When cities and police departments such as Danville, Kentucky, don't hold their bad apple police officers accountable for their misconduct, it's up to civil rights lawyers to try to do it via civil lawsuits. And that's what happened here. Attorney Ephraim Helton filed a lawsuit on Mr. Hardwick's behalf, which just recently concluded.
The city of Danville has settled a lawsuit over the controversial arrest of a man who suffered from dementia.
The lawsuit settled at mediation. And before we get to the question of how much money was involved, let's discuss what was actually announced. The town of Danville issued a public statement. The statement announced that the parties had reached a resolution. It expressed sincere apologies and announced that they were working on a new model police policy concerning interactions with persons of diminished capacity, including dementia. Unfortunately, prior to the lawsuit concluding, John Hardwick passed away just last month. What's really sad is that after the Walmart incident, John Hardwick was so traumatized that he only left his house maybe 2 or 3 times for the remainder of his life. That was thanks to Officer TJ Godbey.
Attorney Ephraim Helton says the settlement brings some justice to Hardwick, even though he didn't live to see his case resolved. And Hardwick's loved ones say the suit wasn't just about money, but about creating change within the justice system.
You have sadness, you have anger that this shouldn't have happened. But I think there's some peace that we were able to obtain a resolution. I think there's some peace that she's made a difference.
As part of the settlement, the city has agreed to implement a new policy addressing interactions with people who have diminished capacity, including those living with dementia. Officers will also undergo crisis intervention training.
That's great, but what about the money that they paid? The statement said nothing about the money. I watched the local TV news segment about the settlement, where also nothing that I heard was mentioned about money.
The settlement also includes a financial award. The amount has not been disclosed, but Helton says the family and legal team are satisfied.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever.
Cindy wanted to make a difference on behalf of her husband, and she has by staying with this lawsuit and making sure that there are changes in policy, changes in training, and there is an apology.
That's the thing about civil rights lawsuits. All we can do is seek an award of money damages. We can't put people in jail like the government can. We can't get them fired like the government can. All we can do is hold them accountable by forcing them to pay money. Here, there can be no doubt that a substantial amount of money was paid on behalf of the city and city employees, yet that amount is apparently being hidden from the public. Yeah, they announced changes in policy. Okay, but talk is cheap. That hasn't even happened yet. They just said that's something that they were going to do. They may not even do it. They're trying to gaslight the public into thinking that this was a good thing. They're hiding what really happened, that they had to, in exchange for dismissing the case, pay a bunch of taxpayer money, whether insurance-based or not, because of their bad apple police officers' misconduct. That's exactly what the public needs to know and has a right to know. Was it $100,000? Was it $1 million, $2 million? They apparently didn't tell the TV news, so I did some digging. Generally, police misconduct settlements cannot be made confidential because they involve public records and public entities. But obviously, that does not stop them from trying. Another Kentucky lawyer that I know attempted to find out via a public records request, and believe it or not, they refused to answer. This was their response, claiming that because insurance paid the settlement, they basically know nothing. And that's bullshit. Any settlement amount would have been authorized by and paid on behalf of the named defendants in the case, including the city of Danville. Yes, insurance will pay for it, but they don't just act on their own by themselves. They can't and do not pay settlements that are not authorized and agreed to by their clients, the city, as well as the officer who is involved. They are attempting to cover up the settlement, to hide it from the public they are supposed to serve. They are doing this to avoid accountability from that public. And somehow they got the local media to not even ask the question, well, what is the settlement amount? Well, I'm asking, how much was the settlement? They can't keep that from you. The public has a right to know. Demand the answer, keep asking, and they will have to tell you eventually. They're just hoping that it will go away and you'll forget, so that Officer Godbee can just keep working there with no consequences for what he has done to people. In the meantime, there's an online petition calling for the termination of TJ Godbee, which I'll link in the description below. It's currently at 38,000 signatures. Let's pump up those numbers, increase the pressure. Let's get it to 100,000 at least. If they won't fire Godbee, then go up the chain to the mayor, James J.H. Atkins, the guy who issued the press release with that fake apology. If I hear anything else, I'll update, which hopefully will be the termination of Officer Godbee at the very least. And you can follow along by subscribing.
I've never always seen my dad get really upset about nothing. He always had a smile on his face.
On September 23rd, 2021, Good was driving to work at the Bluegrass Stockyards around 1:30 in the morning when he was pulled over by Officer TJ Godbee, who was with Stanford Police at the time. Officer Godbee was not wearing a body camera, but this footage from Danville officers who came to help with the call shows some of what happened early that morning.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer and former sheriff's deputy. You guys remember this video that was covered by the YouTube channel, The Civil Rights Lawyer?
What's your name? God, please get it off. It hurts. It hurts my fingers.
Almost a week ago, I posted a video about the 66-year-old dementia patient who was falsely arrested at Walmart in Danville, Kentucky.
He hasn't stolen anything, but he did walk in the back behind the customer service desk and grab these off the shelf. And see, and he keeps
sounds like enough for shoplifting for me.
See, and he keeps
sounds like enough for shoplifting for me.
You just put your hands behind your back, just like we asked. Let's get this off. It's simple.
And then prosecuted before his lawyer got involved and got the charges dropped and their cover-up exposed. And now I've received a ton of new information from his lawyer, including the body cam footage of everything that happened at the hospital.
Yeah, sorry.
Everything just looks so much worse. Going to care.
And so when I watched that video initially, when he said the only one who's going to care, well, that's us, that hit a spot with me because I've been saying that for a while. And you guys, I'm sure you've been saying it for a while, and we should all be thinking that, right? So why don't they care? Well, they just don't. And we can prove that they don't because this officer who was shown in the video to abusing an elderly man, well, this wasn't his first time. It's almost like he preys on the elderly. Trying to figure out what I'm talking about? Let's check this out.
In other news, we're following through on the story of an incident between Danville police officer TJ Godbee and a Danville man with dementia. Today, our Kaylee Randall reviewed newly released body cam footage from a traffic stop in 2021 that shows Officer Godbee arresting another elderly dementia patient whose son talked about what happened to his late father. Now, we want to warn you, the graphic images may be disturbing to some viewers.
He was an humble man, and he wouldn't hurt nobody. He gave you his last $5 bill. He's the type of person open doors up for people when they go to the gas station.
The late 74-year-old William Good, a father, friend, and compassionate man who always looked out for others before himself. He was also diagnosed with both dementia and Alzheimer's.
I've never always seen my dad get really upset about nothing. He always had a smile on his face.
On September 23rd, 2021, Good was driving to work at the Bluegrass Stockyards around 1:30 in the morning when he was pulled over by Officer TJ Godby, who was with Stanford Police at the time. Officer Godby was not wearing a body camera, but this footage from Danville officers who came to help with the call shows some of what happened early that morning.
What is the problem, man?
According to a citizen complaint, Good was seen driving recklessly and in the wrong lane. Godby conducted a traffic stop, but Good refused to stop his vehicle and drove for another 6 miles. Once stopped, Good exited the vehicle on command. When he reached back into his vehicle, Godby and a deputy with the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office who had joined the pursuit pulled him back.
They asked him for his ID. Well, he went back, get back in the car, his Kia, and that's when all heck broke loose.
So here's another elderly man who was beat up by the same Danville police officer, TJ Godby, the same guy who beat up another 66-year-old elderly man. And in this particular situation, it wasn't shoplifting. He told him to grab his driver's license. And when the elderly man went to go and grab his driver's license, from that point, he begins to pummel him and throw him on the ground. And you guys can see what happened in the video. That reminds me of an old clip from South Carolina when the state trooper told the guy, the driver, to give him his driver's license. And when he reaches inside of the vehicle to grab it, he gets shot.
Has your license, please? Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
He is on the ground, you asshole.
And even though that was an old clip, the clip that we're watching now recently came to light of an incident that happened in 2021 by the same officer, Officer Godby.
With no body cams being worn, what happens next was not recorded. The complaint reads, Good tensed up and resisted officers. Godby delivered 2 knee strikes to Good's thigh. Godby and several other officers took him to the ground, and then Godby delivered 1 cycle from his taser and handcuffed Good. He sustained scrapes, scratches, and abrasions from the asphalt and was evaluated by the Boyle County EMS. So when you heard about what happened during that traffic stop and how they treated him, what was your reaction?
What would it be if your father's 71 years old at the time? He would have been 75, like I said. His birthday would be on February 2nd, he would turn 75. But when you hear a phone call that your dad got beat up by cops, and you see pictures afterwards, and the cop admitted to you, I called him, Stanford Police Department. They connected with Mr. Officer Godby, and he confirmed that he did use force because he thought my dad was on drink or on drugs.
Bill says his dad was not on drugs or under the influence. A breathalyzer test was conducted. The results were 0.
All right, if you would take a big deep breath and blow out for me.
And part of the body cam footage, you can hear Danville police officers discussing the incident.
All 0. His pupils look pretty normal.
He's got some pretty good injuries.
It makes me angry inside because I can't do nothing for him at the time, and now he's gone. And I got this reliving it like it was yesterday. Hurt me. Because a little man like him should not be a cop anywhere.
LEX 18 spoke with Ephraim Helton, who calls the new body cam footage another rush to judgment with no evidence of alcohol. Helton points out another elderly person with dementia was subjected to excessive force by Godby and continues to wear his badge.
All cops ain't bad, for number one. But you got probably about 15-20% of cops are bad. Watch out for those. Record. Everybody bring your phones out and start recording. Because 9 chances out of 10, some cops ain't got no body cams.
The investigation was closed on November 8th, 2021. Godby's use of excessive force was found not unreasonable or excessive. Kaylee Randall, LEX 18 News.
Yep, you guessed it. He's not fired. He wasn't suspended. The department stated that he did nothing wrong. Matter of fact, this is the second that I'm aware of, the second elderly man with dementia that Officer Godby has attacked. And let's see how he's thought of in his department. Watch this. Let's read this. Last week, Lex 18's Kaylee Randall submitted an open request records on Officer TJ Godby's Stanford and Danville files. This comes after an incident we've been keeping you up to date about since the beginning. Our findings revealed that from April 2019 to August 2024, Godby was employed as an officer at Stanford Police Department. Before that, Godby worked with the Harrodsburg Police and Fire Departments from 2015 until 2019. In one of the files, Godby is spoken highly of and considered an exemplary employee in good standings. Only 8 months into the job, Godby was awarded Officer of the Year and received that award again in 2021. In 2022, Godby received a Preservation of Life Award for his outstanding police performance. In the same year, Godby was awarded the Medal of Valor for engaging in a pursuit involving an active kidnapping. The document reads, Godby's action during the pursuit likely saved the lives of the female victim as well as his fellow officers at Stanford PD and Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. It reads that his bravery is commended and respected. Now, let's fast forward to August 2024. Godby accepted a position with the Danville Police Department where he works now. In a recommendation letter we obtained, Godby is spoken of highly by the Stanford Chief of Police, who believed he could make an immediate positive impact on the community. Godby's file does not list any complaints or negative reviews from his higher-ups at either Stanford or Danville Police Departments. So before becoming a Danville officer, he worked for the police department, Stanford Police Department. He has no complaints in his file. But I just find it really hard to believe that such a stand-up guy is always attacking elderly men with dementia. Not just attacking them. As you see, he does damage. He brutally attacks them. He's tasering them, knee punches, knee strikes, elbow strikes, but yet they want us to believe that this guy is a hero. And this is the reason he has not been suspended. He has not been fired. Nothing happened. According to them, he did everything by the book. We know that's BS. They know that's BS, but this is the cover up. We'll keep our eyes on this one, continue to watch out, see what the follow-up is. Hopefully we see something, some type of justice come from this, but we kind of know how it plays out. They investigate themselves, and that's the end of the story. Make sure you report the police. Always know your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. Visit WeThePeopleUniversity.com, where you can find our latest YouTube videos, more about myself, why I left the police department, merch, and more. If you have a police encounter that you would like highlighted, visit our website and click the Submit Videos tab. Fill out the video form submission so that we can hold these tyrants accountable. And if you guys still haven't purchased my book, Living in the Royal Tyranny, you can do so at WeThePeopleUniversity.com by clicking digital copy to read it right on your phone, or you can buy the hard copy or the paperback directly from Amazon. Also, be sure to pick up your free ebook to give you tips and tricks on how to deal with cops when you encounter them. And for those of you who are still trying to learn your basic rights, register for our course to learn how to deal with police so that your rights are not violated when you encounter cops. All this and more at WeThePeopleUniversity.com.
Yeah, so that was all about Officer Godby right there. And all he received was praise and fucking rewards for beating the fuck out of elderly men with dementia.
I better not ever see this motherfucker in my life.
Now, in the very first fucking, in the first part with the 66-year-old man at Walmart, that blame is split right down the middle. It's 50% Walmart's fault and it's 50% the cops' fault.
Fuck yeah.
But Walmart is also a big bad fucking billion-dollar corporation. It's also not going to face any fucking charges for that shit.
Nope.
And I mean, they literally fucked up the rest of this man's life. He was afraid to leave his fucking house after that. He was banned from fucking Walmart for shoplifting, which never fucking happened. But some bitch named Karen works at the fucking customer service desk. So, you know, and why the fuck would you ID that man? Who the fuck asked ID from a 66-year-old man?
Right?
I mean, fuck, dude.
Like, what the fuck do you think this is? A kid in a 66-year-old man's body? A 16-year-old?
I mean, I was still thanking him, 10 years ago. I was 37. I was still thanking him for fucking when they asked him for my ID. You know, if they ask me now, I'm going to look at them like they're fucking stupid, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
but that's
do you
understandable
see this
you're
shit?
Like right there close to 21.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, do you see this fucking hair?
Right. I shaved mine, so, but you know, if it ever comes back, you'll see it. It'll come back.
But that was all Officer fucking TJ Godby right there. And as far as all of us know, this motherfucker's still wearing a badge in Danville, Kentucky. He is still their hero, man. And he loves to beat the fuck out of elderly men with dementia. One man was trying to legally purchase beer from fucking Walmart. Walmart decided to be a bitch and not sell it to him, and which confused the fuck out of him. So he got fucking punched 6 times by Officer TJ Godby on the floor of fucking Walmart. And then the second man was 71 years old, still working at 71, on his way to work at 1:30 in the fucking morning. Got pulled over on some bullshit. They said somebody called. I don't believe a fucking word that motherfucker says at this point, TJ Godby. But supposedly somebody called and said the truck was driving erratically and blah, blah, blah. And I think it was bullshit. He just wanted to pull somebody over. And of course, he wasn't wearing a body cam. Everybody else on the fucking Danville Police Department had a body cam on that day, but not Officer fucking TJ fucking Godby. So nobody got to see the actual footage. And here's the thing, though. The way, why was that traffic stop not set up like a traffic stop? Because they showed a piece of dash cam from Officer Goodby's car, which just showed asphalt, just open road in front of him.
Yep.
If he would have been parked behind the truck like a traffic stop is supposed to go, it would have been on his dash cam where he beat up the 71-year-old man with dementia, just like it was on camera at Walmart. So was that completely on purpose? He didn't wear his body cam, and the car was parked out of fucking, you know what I mean? So where nothing was on his fucking dash cam.
We ain't even gonna ask this. Of course, it was on purpose.
Yeah. The only thing we got to see was the aftermath. And nobody
well known that this
man. And everybody says, "Oh, there was no wrongdoing. There was no wrongdoing found. There was no. He's still a fucking cop." And you seen I think it was the very first video that I showed there, which was the civil rights lawyer on that, and he showed the fucking petition to have this motherfucker fired. Was already like 3,700 signatures at that point. So that's telling me that not only does the mayor not give a fuck, the mayor doesn't even give a fuck what the people of his fucking city want. He don't give a fuck if they want that fucking cop gone or not. He's going to do what he wants to do. So therefore, this is what I've been preaching for years, and I'm about to start preaching a lot more. That is absolute, undisputed fucking evidence that everybody needs to go. The mayors need to go. The judges need to go. The sheriffs need to go. The chiefs need to go. The sergeant, everybody needs to fucking go. All fucking fired. Brand new ones coming in, retrained by fucking better fucking people. I don't know who the fuck's been training these motherfuckers. I really don't think they come out of the academy full-blown fucking pig. But when they come in as rookies, they are placed with full-blown fucking pigs. So they learn from their higher ups how to be a disgusting piece of shit to society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't believe that they are trained this bad in the academy. I believe what happens is they receive some proper training in the academy. Not enough. I'm sure it's not enough training, but they receive some proper training. But then they come into the actual police force, and they're placed with sergeants and with captains and with fucking whatever lieutenants, and that they have to sit back and watch how they act, and then that's how they learn and think that, well, that's what we're supposed to do. And then every time they hear, "No, I have qualified immunity," their ego gets bigger. Well, fuck, man, qualified immunity means we can fucking do anything, which pretty much, that's pretty much what the fuck it means.
Which is pretty much what the fuck these assholes are doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it means. Exactly.
Hey, look, there's no consequences. The judge, the Supreme Court, the jury, they're all going to be on our side.
Yep.
Fuck the civilians.
So I mean, and I truly believe that if he hasn't already, this fucking cop's gonna end up killing somebody. And even then, I don't think it's gonna fucking matter.
This goes back to the whole thing. There's a video on YouTube, or at least I hope it's still there. It's on the Confederate flag. This black guy at a George Washington University explains the Confederate flag, the real fucking meaning, and everybody is finally fucking waking up when they see this, and you can literally read their thumbnails. Oh, we were lied to? No shit.
I've been trying to tell people that for years on here, man. Bro, when I bought my flag back here, the one's half the United States flag, half Confederate flag, and it says "Don't tread on me." It's got the rattlesnake. Polar Bear is the one that was driving us that day, and we were at that flea market called Trader's World, I think it was. And as soon as I seen that flag, I'm like, I gotta have that fucking flag. Polar Bear's like, man, don't buy that, don't buy that, don't buy that, dude. I mean, he was, I mean, you seen the look of disappointment on his face, man. And I'm like, bro, you got to get, you got to learn, man. You got to fucking learn that that's not what this flag is about.
No,
you know,
it's not.
What everybody's been always thought. Yeah. That's if the South would have fucking won. Okay, I'm not saying slavery would have ended as fast as it did, but I guarantee it would have ended. I guarantee it would have ended. Maybe not as quick, but I guarantee it would have fucking ended. But
they would have got tired of it eventually.
Yeah, but what we wouldn't be having to do right now, we wouldn't have to pay property tax.
Fuck no.
We wouldn't have to fucking pay sales tax. We wouldn't have to fucking none of these fucking taxes.
That was
all
the
these
whole fucking point.
These where you got to buy tax for your car every year. That shit wouldn't be happening. All this shit is what the fucking government of the North was doing, and the South wanted no fucking part of it.
Yep.
The South knew we were supposed to be a free country, with the exception of them being slave owners, which was pretty fucking ironic, I have to say.
Yes.
But the South was completely against the fucking taxation without representation and this fucking ridiculous, oversized, overpowered fucking government that we live under now.
Yep.
And I've tried to explain this shit to people for years on here, man. But when they see that flag, oh, you're fucking racist, oh, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, man. If you don't want to learn, I'm not going to argue with ignorance.
Yep.
You know, I got to keep telling people that.
See, it is sad that it took this one fucking video for people to wake the fuck up. Because if you look up these videos of this,
and dude, but what's bad about that is that, as I know the dude you're talking about, I mean, I don't know him personally, but that same dude has been hanging around NASCAR races for like the last 20 plus fucking years, bro, with that flag. He's always got that flag with him, and he has given interview after interview after interview for fucking probably over 20 fucking years at NASCAR events. That same exact speech about that flag. And then finally, somebody recorded it and put it on fucking social media, and it's fucking probably, it started to blow up a little bit. But dude, I seen him saying that shit 20 years ago, man.
And there's another thing that he also says in that one video that he specifically calls out Congress. He says the states give the power to the government, not the other way around like Congress wants you to fucking think. And he says it in 3 different articles. Articles of New York, Rhode Island, and Virginia.
Yep.
And if the states feel
but some states do take advantage of that, and that's where the legalized cannabis comes in. Yep. That's where state can make their own laws. Individual states can have individual laws. Individual cities, individual counties can have different fucking laws. You can literally be driving through one state, and when you leave one town and come into another, you can be doing something illegal and not even realize it.
Yep.
And that comes down to we've got too many fucking laws. I mean, when you can pick up any electronic device 2026 and say, hey Google, how many laws exist in the United States of America? Google's answer will be there is not an exact number because of all the individual laws within states plus the federal. It does give there's over this fucking so many million actual federal laws, but then it talks about there's also individual state laws and city laws and this and that and this and that. So Google has no fucking clue how many laws actually exist within this country.
Nope.
Right. It's just like Google can't fucking tell us how much money is extorted by each state, each county, extorted from the people over these fucking victimless fucking crimes like fucking headlights and fucking, all this other shit. Pulled over for a headlight or a fucking tail light out or a license plate light or fucking, tinted windows. People get pulled over for this bullshit, on like probably every minute of every hour of every fucking day. And they get hit with a fine. Well, that's billions. Dude, that has to come up to billions per each state. But Google doesn't know the answer because the only way to fucking find that answer out is to go to each individual fucking court system and fucking file a fucking FOIA request to find out how much money they made in whichever year you want to know about.
Yep.
And you would have to do that in every fucking court system and precinct throughout the entire state just to find out about that state. To find out about any other state, you'd have to go over there and do the same exact fucking thing.
Yep.
And that's just fucking crazy, dude.
And it makes it a lot worse when you find out.
And so the fact that it's not publicly accessible like that tells us right there that the court doesn't have to pay taxes on that money either, because if they did have to pay taxes on that, the IRS would be able to answer that for us and it would be on Google. But there is no answer for that, which means they don't pay no taxes, which means nobody tracks that fucking money. Because when it tells you, when you look at it, when I looked it up on Google, it said that the money is divided out between different funds and this and that, but it also said funding for police and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. That's already paid for by the taxpayers. Their salary is already covered. So how is the money that you're embezzling and extorting from the citizens, how is any of that going toward anybody's pay?
Right. And that's the whole fucking point of the Boston Tea Party.
Yep.
The whole fucking point of it. No taxation without representation. And that's what these fuckers are doing. Which is why everything's so fucking high now. Fucking retarded because
I gotta say this, man. Fuck, I was gonna fucking I was just gonna keep it all about Officer Godsby, but
I mean, we basically went over this conversation anyway.
Right. Oh, I gotta play this one real quick. It has nothing to do with the police video. It's just something he predicted. This is Charles Manson, by the way. Some people might have heard of him.
Sometimes it's a little difficult to compete with American women. They used to write first.
The United States is owned by foreign corporations. Nixon opened it up for foreign trade. And when Nixon opened up for foreign trade, the people of Europe and the common market in Spain and different places, they don't care about the United States forest. And in short, the United States has been sold out by people who really don't care for anything but money.
Of course.
This is one of those videos where after you listen to it, you pause for a moment and ask yourself, wait, did he really just say that? Like, did those words really come from that person? The fact of the matter is truth, no matter who it comes from. I want you to separate the message from the messenger and just listen. What Charles Manson said here is 100% true.
I've had all the money in the world 3 times. I had to give it back to keep the game going.
What game?
The game. It's a game. Money is a game. It's only real to the people who work for it. The people that don't need to work for money, it's a monopoly game. It's a game of paper. It's all on paper. I've got a production company, and I've got a recording company, and I've got a mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got Rolls Royces and Ferraris. I've got everything money can buy, but it's all on paper. Everything's done through the companies and through the tax loopholes, and the people that live on that level, they don't care about the average honest mule that just goes back and forth to work. They don't care about the children that are in the streets that are thrown out of this upper echelon of existence. And then when all the children fall down into me on my level, I pretty much identify with them because I was a throwaway also. So it goes to the point of, do you really care?
When you said,
and who does care? And if anybody cares, they're considered crazy. I've been 15 years in the nut ward for trying to stop the trees from being cut down, from trying to rearrange a lifestyle of a bunch of people who don't want to change, but they're going to change because the cold wind is blowing.
Now, to be honest, when you listen to that, it's
Likewise,
surprising.
fucking
Hearing those
amazing.
words like that come from someone like Charles Manson is something most people would never expect. But if you really pay attention, some of what he's talking about is something a lot of people already feel. The idea that money runs everything, that power sits in certain places, and the average person is just out here trying to keep up working, paying bills, trying to survive. And sometimes it feels like the people at the top don't even see you. Or maybe they do see you. They just don't care. I'm sure there are a lot of people who agree with what Charles was saying there. People have been talking about the same things for years, about corporations, about money, about the gap between the powerful and everyday people. And the crazy part is, those same problems are still here today. Nothing really changed. And you have to ask yourself why. Why does it stay like this? Well, maybe because the people who benefit from the system want the system to stay exactly the way it is. That's just the reality. When people start questioning how society is organized, who wins, who struggles, who gets left behind, it usually comes from frustration. Sometimes anger too. Because when you're the one living through it every day, it hits different. An ordinary American doesn't have it easy. Life is tough. Everything is expensive. People are working more hours than ever. And somehow it still feels like you're just trying to stay afloat. Meanwhile, there are people playing a completely different game. And that's something Charles actually pointed out in that clip. To some people, money is survival. To others, it's just a game. A paper game. And once you start looking at the world that way, a lot of things start to make more sense. You realize the system wasn't really built for the average person to win big. It was built to keep the machine running. And most people are just part of the machine.
Charles fucking Manson.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to have him killed for that.
Personal protection device pointed
Oh,
in
they
the
took
face
him out.
to top
I mean, he died
by a
in prison,
man
but
who's sick of law enforcement tyranny.
I was going 35 miles an hour, and this officer was following me. Why do you think he was following me? Because he's a perv who thinks he's allowed to get in my pants. Oh, what now?
So you don't want to hand me your ID. I'm going to ask you one more time.
yep. People getting sick of this shit. And this is what happens.
And they pushed the narrative of the whole fucking, oh, the South was so bad, but we were literally trying to get away from this shit.
Yeah.
But we were so bad. Once you bitches realize the fucking real thing, you won't be saying that shit no more.
What the fuck?
And
What
it's
happened to
sad.
my phone?
I don't know.
Oh shit, it took it off the fucking thing. That's what happened. Wow. I gotta get you kicked and clear the fuck out of StreamYard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm only gonna show you this one. I was gonna save this for another day, and I still might cover it again. But this happened a few years ago down in New Mexico. But it pisses me off because I consider this 100% self-defense, and they're calling this dude, they're calling this officer a hero, and I completely disagree with that. And I put out a short about it and piss people off, and I really don't fucking care. Because a hero doesn't act like a fucking total piece of shit like this guy does. So
The hero doesn't target fucking elderly people for fucking fun. And
yeah, that guy too. Yeah, this is a different cop. This cop that's featured in this video.
Yeah, that's a personal protection device pointed in the
he's
face
no
of
longer
a
with
cop
us.
by a man who's sick of law enforcement tyranny.
I was going 35 miles an hour, and this officer was following me. Why do you think he was following me? Because he's a perv who thinks he's allowed to get in my pants. Oh, what now?
So you don't want to hand me your ID. I'm going to ask you one more time.
The law says it must be provided and exhibited. It does not say I have to hand you anything.
Roll your window down.
It's down enough. Thank you.
Roll your window all the way down.
It is down enough. Thank you.
I started it there because it's fucking with
that's
him,
a
but not
personal
letting me blow it
protection
up for some
device
reason.
pointed in the face of a cop by a man who's
Same
sick
thing he was
of
doing
law
yesterday.
enforcement
Fucking
tyranny.
understand why I was doing this shit.
Yeah, that's a personal protection device pointed in the face of a cop by a man who's sick of law enforcement tyranny.
I was going 35 miles an hour, and this officer was following me. Why do you think he was following me? Because he's a perv who thinks he's allowed to get in my pants. Oh, what now?
So you don't want to hand me your ID. I'm going to ask you one more time.
The law says it must be provided and exhibited. It does not say I have to hand you anything.
Roll your window down.
It's down enough. Thank you.
Roll your window all the way down.
It is down enough.
Hey, sir.
Thank you. You can bluster it.
I don't want to show this whole thing without blowing this fucking screen up. And I don't understand why the fuck it's doing this again.
YouTube being YouTube, of course.
All right, I hit theater mode. That worked. All right. So you can hear it. He's got his window partially down. He done stated the fucking law to him. It's, the law says I have to show it to you. It does not say I have to fucking give it to you. And this is over a fucking headlight, bro. He's got a headlight out. That's what this whole stop is over.
Of course.
And fume till your eyes burst out of your head. And I am not breaking the law by doing that. And you do know it.
I'm going to break your window out.
So many bad sluts that like to do that aim run with you. I'm all too familiar with you guys.
Back
You're
up,
not
dude.
supposed to break your window unless it's an actual emergency.
If you want to break the law on me, I will treat you like the criminal fuck that you are.
Another cop loses his life as a direct result of his road piracy and thuggery. And this is not to say that the driver of this vehicle was not also mentally challenged, but if you consider the totality of the circumstances, constant antagonism by local police for petty crap while they're trying to break your window, break into your vehicle, and drag you out, it's got its limits. And we're starting to see people break en masse now. We're seeing these all the time, whereas it used to be just sporadic. And this officer right here on the ground, Ontiveros, does not make it through this ordeal. The ordeal that he violently initiated because he was just doing his job. We're going to take it from the top, starting with this unrelated traffic stop. This officer right here breaks away from so that he can help Officer Ontiveros, who eventually dies, and his thug partner who's trying to break into a truck that they pulled over. And why did they pull the truck over? for a burnt out headlight, which means that cops are willing to put their lives on the line for petty corporate traffic codes. The whole thing's insane, so let's just go ahead and get into it.
On May 26, 2025, Bloomfield officer Daniel Weaver, new to the department with 2 months of service but over 4 years prior experience, stopped a vehicle at a gas station.
This was already over a year
was
ago.
suspended for insurance issues.
Last month.
I had my license before I left the house. I don't know where.
Okay. Any kind of ID on you?
No.
License plate readers are going to be the death of American freedoms, by the way.
No. You have a driver's license, though?
Yes.
We have insurance on the vehicle. We're working on getting
Okay.
registration for it. We do have proof of insurance.
That's just a receipt, huh?
This shows the vehicle with the VIN number. If you look it up, it should be there.
Can I get your ID as well? You don't have a receipt on our boss.
I just took it off.
He just unbuckled.
Could I see your ID? I didn't see you unbuckled, so. Hey, sorry for just a second, guys. We'll be right back with you, okay?
As Officer Weaver runs their information, Officer Timothy Ontiveros patrols nearby. Ontiveros has 6 months with Bloomfield Police and a year and a half of total experience. During Ontiveros' patrol, a civilian
that's
driver
already a
with
red
dash and
flag.
cab cameras voices his opinions of police, seemingly to himself.
I was going 35 miles an hour, and this officer was following me. Why do you think he was following me? Because he's a perv who thinks he's allowed to get in my pants. You think he might have been out too far? Yeah, or perhaps in fear for your life. He's an armed thug, isn't he? Well, I happen to believe that. Well, I happen to believe that.
The guy's literally talking to himself.
That's not an editing error. The civilian repeats the sentence as if recording a second take. Officer Ontiveros, unaware of the civilian's comments, sees their passenger headlight out, prompting a traffic stop.
Oh, what now?
3113, 1054.
And we will do it again.
Meanwhile, Officer Weaver makes a discovery about his own pulled over driver.
27 shows a provisional already surrendered. Expires 7 of 26. Negative 29. Anything for this?
With only a surrendered license in the system, Officer Weaver can only assume the driver is unlicensed. As Weaver presumably writes these citations, Officer Ontiveros approaches his own stopped civilian.
Hello, Officer Ontiveros, Bluefield Police.
Yes, sir.
You might roll down your window so I can talk to you?
I can hear you just fine, thank you.
Okay. So, the reason why I pulled you over is you ain't got a headlight.
I saw it burn out on the way in.
Okay, that's fine. So you're aware you don't have a headlight.
Well, what I'm aware of is that it burned out when
You got your driver's license, registration, insurance.
All Ontiveros had to say is, hey, you got a burned out headlight. Can you make sure you get that taken care of? Have a good night. Why continue to harass a man? Why try to escalate? And even worse than that, why ruin your own reputation as an officer by violating your oath by not securing and protecting this guy's right to be secure in his person?
Do you want to go to court? Do you want to pay a fine?
stupid paper.
So you don't want to roll down your window so I can hear you better? Go ahead and pass it out.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Thank you.
Okay, so this is how it's going to work. That is a criminal offense. You have to provide your ID. If not, you're now concealing ID. We're going to take you to jail.
You can't conceal ID while you're displaying your ID. And by the way, there is no law in New Mexico where you have to physically hand your ID over to a cop. Officer Ontiveros should know this because he's been with the department for 6 months and has 1.5 years of total experience. There's no law in New Mexico or any state that I'm aware of where you have to roll your window down. And in the state of New Mexico, you don't have to hand over your ID. You just have to display it.
Choice.
New Mexico state law.
Okay.
The license must be.
Actually, we have found through going through these videos that Florida has made their own law where you have to roll the window all the way down when ordered to by an officer. That's the only fucking state that did it, and they should still tell them to kiss their ass there too. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it's
Provided and exhibited, it does not mean I have to hand you.
Okay, that's fine.
There it is.
That's fine.
That is contempt of cop. This guy isn't breaking the law by doing this. And this cop is calling this failure to ID as he's displaying his ID. And besides all of this, Humanity dictates that you would probably pull the guy over, because it is unsafe to have one headlight when you should have two, unless you're a motorcycle, and just say, hey, just want to let you know your headlight's out. You might want to get that fixed. Have a good night.
That's fine. I'll get in just a second.
2129, are you able to break?
Thanks,
10-4, he's going to be at Broadway, Android.
hang tight. Hey, you guys are good to go. You don't have a license, okay? So swap with him.
Oh, look at that. That traffic stop wasn't so important after all. We got to go break away and help Ontiveros. So it's perfectly within their power to extend officer discretion and not economically terrorize somebody under corporate traffic law. That right there shows you how bad cops actually are.
Good to drive, okay? Your license is surrendered, so.
Luckily for these civilians, they are released without citations due to Officer Ontiveros calling for backup.
Your license is surrendered, but Officer Ontiveros' safety is far more important.
You don't want to hand me your ID. I'm going to ask you one more time.
The law says it must be provided and exhibited. It does not say I have to hand you anything.
I pulled a vehicle over for no headlight, and he's not wanting to give me his ID.
It says provided and exhibited, and nowhere in all 4 pages of it.
10-4 for now. I'll just sit with him until I can get an ID.
Right there. That's the law.
See, so in my opinion, this old man explained the fucking law to this cop several fucking times, word for word. He said, and nowhere in all 4 pages of that fucking law does it say that I have to physically hand you my fucking ID. It says it has to be presented and exhibited. He's been holding it up to the fucking glass the whole fucking time. Because the cop refuses to take the information through the glass, that's the cop's fault. But this old man gives these fucking cops every fucking opportunity to not make what is about to happen.
Law.
29, let me know if you'll meet me over there.
Just like I said, headlight is a criminal offense. This is the reason why I pulled you over. If you read your state statute, it says you have to provide identification when a crime is being committed or has been committed.
A burned out headlight is an ordinance violation.
That's fine.
Not a crime.
A headlight is a state. It's city, state, it's everywhere.
Besides that, under common sense, a burned out headlight cannot be a criminal offense. Who have you harmed? Who have you threatened? What property is damaged? Maybe it's less safe out on the roadway.
Oh my God,
but
it's a burned out headlight. Let me
offense
stick
in
my
real
hand
life
in there. Is
under
that
natural
the
law.
most violation I can get?
says provided
That's
and
the most harm I can
exhibited.
fucking
It does
do for you,
not say I have to
officer.
hand you
Stick your
anything.
fucking hand in there and let me
Not
fire up the
concealing
thing.
anything. It's right there in front of you.
ID, I asked for your information.
And I am providing it and exhibiting it exactly as the law says.
That is perfectly fine.
Good.
So you know what happens, right? If you don't provide your information, you have to go
right there in front of
to
you.
go to a judge immediately, correct?
That's not true either.
That is, okay.
I am within the law on this provided and exhibited, and you know
Ontiveros is pushing it. Ontiveros is pushing it.
it. You're just trying to get around it, and I'm not going to play your game.
I just want to make sure you're aware of all of this.
What I'm aware of is that you're trying to be a tyrannical, egomaniacal badge thug, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. I'm holding you to the law. You don't like the letter of the law? That's your problem.
That's perfectly fine.
We'll see about that.
Officer Ontiveros and the subject wait silently as Officer Weaver arrives. Before speaking to the civilian, Weaver places stop sticks under their truck in case he attempts to flee.
Passenger headlight. Thank you. Roll your window down. Roll your window all the way down.
Tires will be moved to make sure he does not go anywhere.
You can bluster and fume till your eyes burst out of your head, and I am not breaking the law by doing that, and you do know it.
Okay.
Roll your window down is not a lawful order.
I'm Officer Weaver, okay? What's your name?
I'm providing it right there.
You need to provide it in my hand.
The law says provided and exhibited, and in all 5 pages of it, nowhere does it say I have to hand it to you or surrender it to you. And you are violating the law.
I'm going to break your window out. Roll your window down.
They can't do that. They're not supposed to.
I have done my
They don't
job
have to-
according to the law, provided and
Oh, wait.
exhibited.
Go swap spots with him and do that. So, no. Sit there. No, we're not. Sir, this is your last warning to roll the window down.
Officer, I am within
The only
law.
way they can actually
You're
break
not.
your
Hold on,
windows.
hold on. You're not, because a crime is being committed, so you have to provide identification.
And I am providing it and I am exhibiting it according to state law.
So when an officer
When they start hitting this window too, the old man tells them it's double pane something. He said it'll break eventually. It takes a lot to break this fucking window. It's
And here's the
fucking,
thing. Here's the thing.
it's kind of
They-
embarrassing for the cops, really.
They can't. Let me see how to word this. They can't really. They can interrogate you, but they can't make you.
Yeah, he's doing everything by the law. He held his ID up, and that's just not good enough. It hurt their fucking ego. It bruised his ego when he wouldn't roll the window down. It's bruising his ego because he won't physically hand him his personal property, his identification. But he is displaying it in the window. He held it up in the window for like fucking a long ass fucking time, plenty of time
Yeah.
for
And he's
whoever
still
standing
doing
there
it, ain't
taking the information. He finally moved it down because he knows they're about to break the window, so he's got to get ready inside the truck. You'll see.
officers provide, it's covered.
Officers point out that his license is physically covered with a sticker. Post-incident police reports indicate the sticker covered his name and address.
The name is covered because of too many badge slugs that like to do that name run routine that I'm all too familiar with you guys. To take the
It doesn't matter if his name and address is covered. All they got to do is get the license number. They can run that in their systems. They don't need that license in their hand. They're just
What the
being
fuck do you
thugs.
think they
Their
do when they
feelings are hurt.
literally
Their
go
ego
to the
bruised,
fucking
and now violence.
car? What the fuck do
Yeah,
you think
that's
they
what
do
he's
when they
saying. Not
literally
even
go?
tagging the car. They're saying that his name and address is covered, but the identification number, like I know my ID number by heart. There's an ID number on driver's license. That's
Yeah,
all
I
they
know.
fucking need. That's all they need. They could write down those numbers. The whole time he was holding that up there, they could have wrote down those numbers, went back and fucking ran his license.
Yeah.
Sent him, mailed him a fucking ticket, made him a ticket there, whatever the fuck they want to do. But they want to do things different. So they get what they get, in my fucking opinion.
Yep. They shouldn't have held him this fucking
It's
long.
forthcoming.
name, you run just the name,
Roll down the window right
you
now.
run just the name, looking for another.
We're breaking this window.
Officer Weaver smashed the subject's window 6 minutes and 25 seconds after the first words of the stop were exchanged, and less than 2 minutes after he approached the vehicle himself.
Back up, dude.
Fuck up so you can get shot. Fucking asshole.
Tavares is going gloves on in anticipation of going hands on.
You got a window breaker? 29, give me a second. I'll be right down there.
Sergeant Michael Wells, who was assisting another officer with an unrelated DWI investigation, leaves to respond to the escalating situation with Weaver and Ontiveros.
You got a window breaker? Yeah. Let's pop it. Let's wait.
So you got that right. So far, one officer has let an unlicensed driver leave the scene. He left that traffic stop. That's the guy trying to break the window right now. And a third officer is about to leave a fucking DUI stop to come and assist with this man with a fucking headlight out.
Shows you how bad they really are.
The police report notes the sound captured on the subject's in-car camera is, quote, an unbuckling of a
Fucking
holster strap
DUI
and the
is
clear
worse than a
sound of a
fucking
firearm
headline.
being pulled.
I don't think so.
So, are you going to provide your information? What are we doing?
I have provided my
Yeah,
information.
but what the fuck are you
I am
doing?
not going to hand you a driver's license so you can do that name running routine and attempt to set me up with somebody else's warrant. That is exactly what you do. They take the name, they run just the name.
Nope.
Then they look for any name like it that has a warrant that's even similar to the name. David Reader versus the state of Pennsylvania, That's what they proved.
While no case was found under David Reeder versus Pennsylvania, his description of the case sounds like David Sosa versus Florida, where a man who shared names with a wanted individual was repeatedly misidentified, arrested, and held in jail despite informing officers. The court sided with the officers in that case.
The officers harassed this guy to no end, and the court sided with the officers even though the officers had the wrong guy. That is an injustice system. This is why people are at their breaking point. People are slowly beginning to realize that they won't get justice on the streets from cops, and they won't get justice in the courts from judges. They view the whole system as being stacked against them. In the David Sosa case, he was arrested twice in 2018 due to mistaken identity on an outstanding warrant issued in Texas for a different individual named David Sosa. The U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida dismissed Sosa's complaint for failure to state a claim under Rule 12b-6, ruling that the 3-day detention on a valid warrant did not violate due process under Baker v. McCullen, which held that brief detention due to administrative errors does not necessarily constitute a constitutional violation. So in the land of the free, you can be caged for 3 days due to mistaken identity, possibly lose your job, get graped in prison, and have your life ruined, and the state cannot be held liable. So how is anybody surprised that this kind of racket can push people to the point of desperation?
They caught him on camera doing it. They ran just the name in an attempt to get away. I believe this is high-strength plexiglass because it's a four-wheel drive vehicle. It probably will break eventually. I don't understand your problem. I'm the one within the law. If you want to break the law on me, I will treat you like the criminal fuck that you are.
So you're going to open it?
I am not going to open my window. I'm doing what the law says. You might want to get your sergeant out here. I am providing my information.
This is just flat out roadside thuggery. This is deprivation of rights under the color of corporate traffic code and hurt cop feelings.
We're right at the intersection. My window breaker's not working, so maybe yours will.
I'm sorry you're having such a problem here, officer, but that is the letter of the law, provided and exhibited. That's an ordinance violation, not a crime.
No, it is a crime. Your headlight is a crime. That's the reason why I'm trying to make
There you go.
The shooting begins just before Sergeant Wells arrives. Unaware, he sends this message over the radio while the shooting unfolds. Just
see if we can escalate it a little better that way.
Just 9 minutes and 13 seconds passed from Officer Ontiveros initiating the traffic stop to the first shots fired by the subject. We have opted to include some images of the first aid provided due to the education.
They just caught the third officer en route on fucking body cam saying, I'm on my way and I'll block him in and see if we can escalate it a little more. So they literally just got this motherfucker on body cam saying he was on his way to help him escalate the fucking situation. Well, they just did plenty of escalating by themselves.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, they did. And it's their fault.
Educational value of treating a gunshot wound. However, we do not show close-up images of gunshot victims.
3129 shots fired. Shots fired. On the barrels. Where you at? Where you at?
So we got Ontiveros laying on the ground. I don't know if he's a family man. I don't know if he's a husband. I don't know if he has kids. But these cops are willing to put their lives on the line every single day to enforce unconstitutional corporate traffic laws, and people are getting sick of it. A good portion of this video right here are the cops rushing down the streets, breaking speed limits, putting everybody in jeopardy just so they can get Ontiveros to the hospital. We're talking about speeding ambulances, at least 5 or 6 speeding cruisers. And then we get to the part where the second responding officer is basically saying Ontiveros was just doing his job. He was just doing his job. He was just committing roadside piracy. We were both just acting as regular street carjackers. We were breaking an innocent man's windows. We were just doing our jobs. Then we got the Thin Blue Line hug fest.
We have the one guy good. Okay. Nobody's outstanding? Nobody's outstanding. You sure? Yep. Okay. It's just the one occupant. Okay. Good job. Good job.
Good job trying to break into that guy's truck. Good job provoking just a regular peaceful man who's not out there doing anything wrong. Good job damaging his property and putting his life in jeopardy and threatening him.
Good job getting one of your officers killed, you fucking idiots.
Look at the outpouring of police support.
Well, of course. You expecting not to?
Insane, bro. Just talked to him on the missing kid case, man. Yeah, you need to do it. No, you can't. Hard though. That's your height. You okay? Okay. How about it? Just relax. Breathe. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just worry about all of those.
I mean, they pushed the fucking limit. That's their fault.
Awesome. He had backing it up. He had a 47 hook, let him walk, and flew over here and is running like a seasoned champ.
Yeah, good. I can just sit here.
Yeah, I mean, you can maybe over there in that.
What is wrong with this guy?
The one on the truck.
Yeah, the dickhead.
He was failing to provide ID. Wasn't wanting to do anything.
Okay. Before he was a cop.
What the hell's wrong with this guy just out there defending himself? What's going on here? Why don't people just let us break into their cars? Why don't they let us harass them? What's the big deal? These people earn the hate every single day. Now watch how callous and jovial these Thin Blue Line thugs can be, even in the context of their own fallen comrade dying in the hospital.
Dude, I have this key. Whatever. I parked that. I was like, hey, I gotta go. You're out of here, man. Have a good night. He's still happy. Yeah. He's like, oh, what? Oh.
Showing discretion to a guy that he was probably trying to falsely pin with a DUI.
I'll buy you something.
What am I gonna do with you guys? Kill my fucking cars out. Yeah, don't worry. That's the oldest one, so I think it's a little more than a chewing night. I should have brought a pack of smokes.
I can have my wife bring some cigars in.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Mixing some questions here with jokes.
Let's just be honest. The enforcement of corporate traffic law has led to the deaths of countless police officers for no freaking reason. And those deaths and injuries, I wouldn't exactly include in the victim pile. And it looks like their victims are slowly starting to realize that not only do they have the right to keep and bear arms, they have the right to use those arms against violent attackers, even if those attackers come under the color of law. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, I can see that. That's just ridiculous.
But yeah, they're still calling that fucking cop a hero, and I just don't fucking agree with that in any way, shape, or form. He was a fucking roadside fucking pirate, like fucking dude said, man. He was stopped for a fucking headlight. He presented his ID, and he even explained that perfectly. He said, I got my name covered up because you guys just take the fucking ID, you run the fucking name, you find somebody with a warrant across the country with the same fucking name, and you arrest people, and then they don't even fucking get reimbursed for that. Like he just pointed out, that's never the fuck cops' fault. The courts fucking all that they rule in favor of the fucking officers. Just doesn't matter if you were in jail for days or weeks or months, it doesn't matter. And so like the dude pointed out, all they had to do was run that fucking number on the bottom of that fucking driver's license. And then they would have had his information, not somebody else with the same name or none of that. They would have found out he had a driver, probably had a valid driver's license, probably had insurance, all that bunch of shit. He didn't have to roll his fucking window down. That's all it was about. They hurt the cop's fucking ego. And I'm not even sure he decided he was going to do what he did end up doing until that second cop showed up and they threw the fucking spike strips under his fucking tire to make sure he couldn't leave. And then as soon as I think he decided, as soon as they started pounding that window, once it breaks, he knew what he was going to do. And he did.
Hell yeah.
In my opinion, that's 100% self-defense, because if any other fucking person on the planet does that, it's self-defense. But when a cop does it, he's just doing his fucking job. Man, fuck you, motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, fuck
you
y'all.
all. He ain't no motherfucking hero. He never was a fucking hero if he treats people like that.
No,
it's all about extorting money out of the fucking public. That's all the fuck it's about. It's about taking every fucking red fucking cent they could possibly fucking milk out of us for the stupidest shit they can come up with.
And building an ego.
Yep. That's it. But I've been live 2.5 hours, man. I covered everything I wanted to cover today. We had some people in here early, but they all disappeared. We've been a zero for a while. Guess I'm gonna shut it down and try again tomorrow. I ain't gonna be able to get too long before I run out of the hours, though, because I'm already fucking probably 12 hours into my 20 now.
Damn.
And it's 40-some fucking dollars to pay for StreamYard now. So, all right, brother. Thanks for hanging out. And hopefully people rewatch some of this.
Hey, look, I told you I was coming up. I wasn't lying.
Hell yeah. Yep. I appreciate it.
And like, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean,
right? That's why I had to do it, man. That's why I had to do it. I've watched too many of these. I've seen too many old people and females and minors just getting fucking beat, tased, shot, arrested, pulled out of their own fucking house. And when they are within the curtilage of your house, especially when you're inside your front door and they come in your front door without a fucking warrant, and they just keep doing this shit all across the fucking country, and everybody knows that's fucking illegal. They cannot enter your property, and they cannot come in to your fucking house without a fucking warrant. And now, if they have an arrest warrant and it is your address and you are in that house, they can come in after. And if they have a search warrant for that house, they can come in. But did you know if you have an arrest warrant and you're visiting someone else's house, they still can't come in there on that arrest warrant because you're in somebody else's property?
Yeah.
They either have to wait till you come out or try to get a search warrant for that property. But they don't fucking care. They don't give a shit what the fucking law is supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it. And they keep getting these fake ass crooked fucking judges to sign all these bullshit warrants. And half the time, well, I ain't gonna say half the time, but there's so many fucking of these videos where they go to the wrong fucking address. I might have to dedicate a day to that too. I'm gonna have to dedicate like a fucking week to Kentucky and Florida by themselves. I'm gonna have to do a week on Kentucky and a week on Florida because it's so fucking bad, dude. It is so fucking bad in those two states. It's ridiculous. But then there's one going on in fucking Georgia too, man. Been going on for fucking years now, and this fucking crooked ass cop set this fucking dude up. The cop's already resigned from the sheriff's department, but he got rehired by the city police. It's dude, it's a fucking mess. And there's a young kid covering that story. Name's Pipsqueak. It's over an hour for the whole fucking video, so I'm gonna have to do one for it by itself too. But all right, man, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And I should pop up tomorrow somewhere.
All right.
Bye, everybody that's not watching.
Right.
See you later, bro.
All right.